All right. So this is session 29, I believe, of Curse of Strahd, where we pick up after last week's events, which followed the chaos after the battle with the old woman, the mother in the swamps, as you all heard her called, who you later learned might have been the legendary Baba Lysaga. After you successfully beat her in a fight, you looted around her little hut that you guys had disabled, stolen the gemstone out of the mud baby. You found a few goodies, a diamond in there, possibly used for some spells later, perchance, as well as a broken sword that Jeff picked up. A few other items of interest as well, gemstones, money, all those good things. And then you all returned to the winery with the gemstone retrieved from the mud baby, and returned the stone to Davian Mardukov, who went and did something with the stone, and as he did so, you saw the winery come back to life. The grapes on the vineyard started to sprout and grow again, and all signs pointed to you doing a very, very good thing for not only the winery, but all of Barovia, as you helped restart the wine supply. After which, Davian Mardukov pulled you aside with his son and his daughter-in-law in the cellar for some kind of super secret, possibly cult stuff that you guys were very polite and obliged him with. So you all followed him to the cellar, where he revealed to you that he and his family are all were-ravens, and they are part of a order that they call themselves the Keepers of the Feather, and they are devoted to bringing freedom and prosperity to the people of Barovia and trying to escape the grasp of Strahd. Seeing you guys had gone out of your way so many times to do good things and help the Mardukovs directly, they revealed the secret to you and offered their assistance in taking down Strahd, acting more as an intelligence gathering force rather than a brute strength slash bodies on a field. They indicated that they have the ability to use regular ravens to procure information, as well as having a few scouts kind of throughout the land as well. So they've offered to gather information for you and kind of inducted you into their order in a manner. And they also supplied you with yet another cart of wine that you could deliver to Kretsk, so you could gain entry there, as I believe you guys are looking for Esmeralda, I believe is the latest task that you're up to. She is the mentee of the legendary Rudolf von Richten, who was disguised as Rictavio. You guys had encountered him and uncovered his secret identity, and he pointed you in that direction. She was also revealed to you by Madame Ava a long time ago in the Taraka card reading as being somebody that could help you take down the Devil Strahd. So you guys travel to Kretsk with this carton of wine, and you're able to get through the gates with, some manner of challenge, as the guards didn't know why you were coming, but once they saw the wine and they got the burgomaster, they let you through. The burgomaster invited you to his home, where he would be storing the wine, and gave you a rough lay of the land. You guys didn't do a lot in the way of asking too many questions about the city itself other than what you had directly observed, which would be that this is a city that appears to be rather insulary and doesn't have a lot of opportunities for commerce or trade, right? There's no taverns or anything like that. Just a lot of cottages, including the burgomaster's cottage. What you guys did notice at the burgomaster's cottage is that he had a son, roughly mid-20s, maybe around 24, 25, who was just sitting at the table eating spoons of air and not really saying much. Seemed rather strange, but the burgomaster Dmitri and his wife Anna didn't pay any mind to it and were kind of confused when you guys pointed out that something may have been wrong with their son, who they seemed very overly joyed to talk about their son. And they also briefly mentioned that he is the last surviving of their children as well. But other than that, the burgomaster spoke of the abbey, that there's somebody up there called the abbot who has been here for a rather long time, at least a century. He's been there even before the burgomaster was born, and he's kind of the overseer of the abbey. And a lot of people tend to stay away from the abbey because of the uncertainty of the abbot, although he doesn't seem to have any kind of nefarious plans for the town. In fact, he has the ability to bring some people back from death if it's before their time, and other kind of great feats similar to that. However, it's something they only call upon him to do very rarely, and it was indicated by Dimitri that it's something that he rarely accepts to do when people do ask him to do it. So kind of a mystery as to what dictates that, but he does have the capability to do that. I believe it was O'Leary that tried to press the burgomaster more on his son and what could be going on with him, but through some rather direct comments, he didn't take the conversation too well, and he's basically kicked the party out of his house for now, and is just kind of ushering them to the abbot so that you guys can do whatever you are seeking to do here and get out of his town as soon as possible. You guys got the sense that he didn't really seem thrilled to have you guys here, but he is trying to be polite, as is his station as the burgomaster, and he was rather alarmed by Jeff's armor bearing the mark of Strahd in his crest. So that's about where we left off. You guys leaving the burgomaster's cottage as you guys continue to explore the town of Kretsk. And again, it's kind of this tiered city, if you will, where there's several hills that kind of elevate as you go further through these winding roads. The abbey appears several hundred feet above you, so you have some ways that you'd have to walk down these roads just to get to that abbey, just because of how the city's laid out. So you guys have some walking ahead of you if you choose to go there, or you can choose to explore around the town, get a better sense for what's going on here. And yeah, that's where I'll leave it to you guys. So what do you guys do next as you're leaving the burgomaster's cottage and getting into Kretsk proper without any kind of chaperone at the time?
You said it's just houses?
From what you've seen so far, yeah. It appears to be just cottages that you see. You see lots of smoke coming from the chimneys, indicating a lot of these places are being lived in. Lots of trees, which is kind of atypical from your experience in the village of Barovia or Valaki, for example. It's this kind of mist-shrouded village where you just see a bunch of these humble wooden cottages along these dirt roads. They stretch between these stands of these pine trees kind of dotted around the city, and they have kind of a light dusting of snow the further up you look, as you're kind of near mountains and you're, again, ascending in elevation the further up in the city you go. And this is probably the closest thing that you would describe the surrounding areas. It just looks like a forest, very dense forest, and some gray cliffs to the northeast that, again, rise sharply.
Y'all, do we need to be here? What are we doing?
I think we need to go to the abbey.
Yeah, I need to find Esmeralda.
Yeah, let's just go to the abbey.
Seems like our best course of action.
Should we,
Along the way, does it look like there's anybody following us or keeping tabs on us?
Yeah, you guys make your way, kind of have this conversation, decide a plan of action, start making your way up this kind of winding switchback road. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you make your way there.
Okay, that should have been 18, not 4, but alright.
Did it show an 18 on your screen?
It was like wedged between the two numbers on its side.
Alright, with 11, let me... So while I am checking this real quick, I will say that, Jeff, as you guys emerge from this cottage, without any check needed, I would say you feel like a vibration almost coming from the items in your bag. And I would say it's pretty easy for you to tell as you investigate this that it appears to be the hilt of the broken sword you've picked up.
Oh. It's vibrating in my bag?
Yes, it's a subtle vibration at first, and as you guys continue walking, the intensity picks up.
So can I start using it as like a dowsing rod kind of thing?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what a dowsing rod is, but is that basically the further you get to this, or the closer you get to the source, the more it vibrates? Is that the idea?
More or less. Technically, it's a thing that's used for like finding water underground, but
No, it's used
Yeah.
for finding ghosts.
no,
She's
that's
right
something
there.
entirely different.
That's an EMF reader.
Yeah, I'm right here.
What the?
You don't have to fight.
God. Wrong host.
I'm
Let me
not,
look here.
but go ahead.
So yes, I will hold the sword out and follow where the vibrations lead me.
Okay. Out of curiosity, which? Let me just show you guys where you're at. Point and ping. You guys are at this cottage right here. This is the Burgomaster's cottage. Would you have gone right or left out of the Burgomaster cottage?
So sorry, where's the Abbey again relative to us?
The Abbey is this giant structure on top of this hill, seated roughly 400 feet above where you're at now. You have to like kind of turn your head all the way up to see it, and you see these
I feel
large
like-
like spires and towers sticking out of it.
Probably would have went right for the sake of brevity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the vibration, is kind of subtle at first, gets a little bit stronger, but kind of starts to, I would say, plateau in its intensity. So it feels like you're not getting closer or further, which is strange. But Maple, back to your perception check. As you guys are walking along this rightmost road, kind of winding all the way up to the Abbey, I would say you guys probably make it about this far when you start to look back and do this perception check, because there's no cottages up here, right? So this would be a good point to see if anybody is following you. They would have to be going to the Abbey, or more than likely, given the scenario, following you. And you see a figure kind of dart to the left into the wood line, appears to be trying to hide when you turn around suddenly.
Jeff. Jeff,
Yes.
someone's following us.
Oh, are they now?
I think. Don't look. Don't make it obvious. They're kind of behind us. They just jumped into the trees. I only know one half tree person here. I don't
You?
think they're a tree person.
Oh, if you're aware of them, I guess just keep an eye on them for now. We'll keep going where we're going.
You don't want to gotcha.
Not
What are you guys
quite
whispering
yet.
about back there?
Oh. Nothing.
No, not quite yet. Let's. If
Okay.
you're aware of them and you can sort of keep tabs on them as we're going, it's
Okay.
probably the best thing for now.
I got it. I'll touch my forehead like I'm tipping a cap. And I'm going to keep an eye on the person behind us.
Okay. You guys start walking back this way. And as you kind of keep tabs, it's very obvious, actually. I did a kind of a, what'd you call that? Like a challenge roll, right? For their stealth. And they rolled abysmally. So you turn around over your shoulder and you can clearly see there's somebody hobbling behind you, it looks like. Staying about 60 to 80 feet behind you, trying to keep some distance, but is not doing a very good job at keeping their selves obscured from you. Do you?
Who can see this?
Maple right now is the only one that knows or suspects that somebody's following you all. But I would say at this point, if any of you were to just turn around with the lack of cover as you ascend up the hill, those trees that you see there are very far down now. You'd probably be able to see him, but I don't know if you guys would know how. You guys wouldn't know how long he's been there. Only Maple would have that information, and Jeff, since Maple shared it with him.
I don't think I'd turn around, to be honest. I think I'd be walking.
I'm mostly focused on what my sword's doing, my broken sword.
Yeah. Okay.
So if anyone would turn around, I guess it would just be Cat or Maple.
Yeah, you'd be in the front, right? Because we'd be following you.
I thought Jeff was leading us, but that's fine.
I think that's what.
Yeah, that's
Todd
what I
was
mean.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's what I
gonna.
mean.
Jeff, have
gonna
you
call-
communicated with anybody that your sword is giving you a signal, or are you just?
No, I'm
walking?
just kind of holding out in front of me and just sort of like sweeping it side to side to see if anything feels stronger or lighter as I'm going forward.
And the rest of the party, you haven't communicated why you're doing that.
Not yet, at least.
Just looks like he's staying warm for battle.
With a broken
I would
sword.
suspect.
Guys,
Well,
how many of there are us?
Huh? Can you ask that
that's-
again?
6.
Yeah, how many? About 6 of us, right?
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Maple's gonna stop and then
Yeah,
go.
6.
Then who's the extra? I'm gonna point behind us, really obviously,
Jesus.
and I'm gonna point at the guy following us.
You see as you do that, this figure freezes in his tracks, and it's like a deer in headlights situation. You have some time right now. You could you could shout directly at him or do something if you'd like. It seems like you've caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting you to have noticed him.
I'm gonna yell, "You, come here, right now!"
You'll hear a voice shout from, again, around 60 or so odd feet away. He'll be like, "Oh, yes, right away. I'll be there. Just give me 1 minute, please." And you see, he's holding a cane, and he is hobbling very slowly, probably half the speed that you all would normally move, as he very slowly and awkwardly hobbles uphill with his cane to get to you.
Am I buying this act? Does it look like he's faking it?
Give me a, I would say, perception check at this point, because you're doing this based off of the physical movements.
It's not bad.
Either he is a really good actor or he is legitimately crippled in some capacity. You see the stiffness of his ankle, it looks like, is what's preventing him from, having a normal gait, as his foot is kind of almost completely turned inward, kind of lacking that kind of support and the strength that one would need in order to walk with their own 2 feet. So looks like he's relying on his cane to kind of be his support on that right foot of his as he hobbles towards you. He gets closer, and all of you can see at this distance as he gets closer, he appears to be a haggard-looking old man. He's got a very scraggly white beard with very long but thinning white hair on top. You can see the top of his scalp through the hair that's been kind of combed back on top, and a little bit thicker on the sides as it drapes down over behind his ears and onto the top of his shoulders. And he appears to be wearing some type of old, ragged brown cloak, possibly for warmth or maybe concealment for following you guys, as he's got this cloak kind of wrapped around his shoulders, draping down the length of his back, and just overall tattered looking clothes, something you'd expect a lowly person of lowly status to be wearing. And he kind of stutters as he walks up to you. He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you all a fright or anything. I was just walking up to the abbey to speak with the abbot myself, as a matter of fact. And I was trying to keep my distance so that I wouldn't interfere with whatever you all were trying to do.
Do you happen to have a name, or should I just call you Sir Antalgic Gate?
My name's Mikhail.
Hi, Mikhail. My name's Maple. Everyone else here can say hi if they want to, but I don't believe you when you say you were just hanging about.
What do you mean, Maple? He's just a little guy. He's a little old man.
No, he was hiding in the bushes when we were coming up.
Are you
And I didn't
sure?
wanna
Michael, were you
Yeah.
hiding?
No, I was like I said, I was just walking up here myself, just trying to go see the abbey or the abbot, and I was trying to keep a respectful distance from you guys.
I want to see if he's lying.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Oh, it says 20 on my screen.
Dude.
Dang.
Yeah, it's the 16. You can tell this guy doesn't appear to be fully truthful, and you're not sure if his stutter is natural or if it's because he is also sweating bullets as he's talking. He appears to be rather nervous.
Michael, is it hot today?
You ask that question amidst the snow-covered hilltops that you guys are sitting on, and he says, "It's a little warm under this cloak. Why do you ask?"
Oh, I'd presume somebody casually walking and not hiding under trees would not really be working up that much of a sweat. Can we help you, Michael?
He appears lost for words, and he says, well, I need to follow you guys.
Can I ask why?
It's my wife, Carolyn. She's in great danger, and if I don't follow you guys and help you and do really whatever you ask me to do, then she's going to die.
Okay, hold on. Above
Who has
board.
put
This
you
sounds
up to
familiar.
this task?
Jeff, you
Do we know of a Carolyn?
you guys have not heard of anybody named Carolyn.
Okay, never mind.
Jeff, what did you say?
I wanted to ask him, who has put you up to this task?
Somebody that came into my home. They knocked at the door and asked for shelter for the night, and I obliged. And well, when I was pouring some wine for all three of us, the visitor, my wife, and myself, this person snatched my wife and told me that they were going to take them far away from here, and if I ever wanted to see her again, to wait until a group of visitors came to town, and I was to aid you in whatever capacity I can and ensure that whatever goals you aim to achieve are achieved here.
Creepy looking dude, kind of tall, cloak, looks like he might be a vampire.
That sounds accurate.
Guys, I think Nikolaj isn't dead. He stole that guy's wife.
Nikolaj was a child.
I
Salem,
heard him with dream fires. He's definitely there.
are you... did you steal my
I don't
wine? I
know,
started
dude.
rummaging through my bag.
Zaylin, did you steal her wine?
No.
Why you say it like that?
Perception check.
I have not stolen anything.
How many bottles of wine are in my bag, host?
I would say there's one missing, but it's unclear if you drank it and forgot about it, or if Zaylin stole
Honestly,
it.
so valid. So valid.
Pepper, we need to talk about this problem.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
Michael.
I'd like to.
This-
Whoa, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, please, you go.
This is a go-ahead
Oh
conversation.
my god, somebody go.
I would like to.
I'm holding the door open.
I'd like to. Oh yeah. I'd like to walk up to him and bump into him, and just kind of be like, "Listen, we can help you with that problem." But while I'm bumping into him, I'd like to reach around in his pants and see if I find anything good.
Whoa.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Reach around.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Please don't let it be a good roll.
Thank God.
Gonna
What
be Texas
is
insane.
plus 10?
Yeah, I have a plus
It's crazy that you're a bard and not a rogue.
Hey, what the
Yeah.
hell? You're the wrong class.
10. I realized that a while ago.
Yeah,
Who
with
the fuck is calling me?
with the 16, you do
Your wife.
root around
No.
in his pocket, and you pick something out of there. You can feel in your hand. It feels like a piece of jewelry, perhaps a locket of some sort.
Okay, I'm just gonna stash that in my pocket.
After Zaylen.
Sorry. As you bump into him, he apologizes as if he did something wrong.
That's okay,
After
buddy.
Zaylen bumped
We're
into him,
just
I wanna,
gonna.
like,
I'm
stabilize
gonna
him.
stop talking.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that I like catch him so that he doesn't fall over since you bumped into him very rudely.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not that tall.
You
Sir.
support him, and he looks over and says, "Oh, sorry, I must have lost my balance there." And he looks over at you, Pepper. He says, "Thank you, young lady, for helping an old, poor man stay on his feet."
Of course,
I have a
Zaylen's
question
not
for you, sir.
the nicest.
Why do you walk the way you do?
Maple, you can't ask people that.
You can't ask
You
people.
can't just ask people why they're crippled.
He's not
Well-
crippled. We don't know.
No, it's quite all right. I honestly, it's been this way so long, I tend to forget there's anything wrong with me. But when I was a young lad, when not long after me and Carolyn first got married, I was cutting some of the trees around here down for some lumber to build a new cottage for our starting little family, and a log fell on my foot, crushed my ankle. Looked like a sausage casing getting squeezed out. Luckily, I was able to keep the foot on, but it's not of much use anymore, and I've, well, been walking like this ever since.
I am so sorry to hear about that.
It's
Are
quite
you
a
satisfied with your questionings of the poor man who can't walk right?
I'm just trying to see why he's in the state that he's in. Not in a mean way. I just want to know if he's as truthful as he says he is.
Okay,
No one would
so
talk
what do you
about a
need to
sausage
do with
casing.
us?
I was. I'm a little confused myself. It was all so sudden, and there's so much adrenaline in the moment, it's hard to remember it all clearly, but all I distinctly remember is I was told to help you all, to not leave your side, and to always keep you within my gaze, and ensure that whatever you're trying to do here, you achieve it, to help you in any capacity that I can.
Okay.
Well, Michael, I think
I
we'd
guess
all
you're
be
coming
happy
with
to
us.
have you.
Oh, thank you. I, again, not sure what help an old man like myself can provide, but if it keeps Carolyn safe, I'll do whatever it is you need.
Well, we don't want to see someone harmed on account of our behavior, so we'll do what we can to try and assist you with this.
Well, I guess come with us. Oh, yeah, I'm Maple. That's Jeff. That's Lyra. To start pointing to everyone in the group and saying their names.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
We're kind of a unique group of people. We come by, I guess, our day honestly, but sometimes we make mistakes, you know. And I think an outside perspective, who doesn't know us, it can be helpful sometimes to maybe remind us if we're being rude or unkind to those around us.
Well, I'm never rude.
Never.
Oh, I have a hard time imagining your group being rude. You seem very understanding and open-minded, at least to an old fool like myself that seems to have gotten himself in some trouble way over his head. But I've been in Kretsk my whole life, so maybe that can be some assistance as well as you try to do, what is it you're trying to do here? What brings you to Kretsk?
Before we answer that, What's the guy's name at the Abbey?
The abbot?
Damn it. Yeah. The abbot seems kind of mysterious, and your dear mayor wasn't really kind of informative. How long has the abbot been at the abbey?
Oh, the abbot's been here longer than I have.
Does that not worry anybody?
Well, we all have our concerns, yes, but he sticks to himself, and he's helped the village in times of need, so we just try and ignore him for the most part, unless something comes up. Occasionally he'll ask for small favors, or sometimes
Like what?
supplies. Usually it's obtaining things from outside the village. We have very little interaction with the other settlements in Barovia, but, we always have the Mardikovs coming with their wagons of wine, and sometimes we ask the Mardikovs to bring us other goods and give them some extra coin or lumber or whatever they may need for their purposes. And we, accept those items and give them back to the abbot, should he require them. Nothing out the ordinary. Just supplies, it seems.
Has there ever been any rumors about the abbot or any harmful events?
Well, there's always rumors about people that have been around as long as he has and still look the way he does. He doesn't show his age much. When I was a boy, I remember hearing stories that he was a chosen one or a savior of some kind. He came here to free us or to rid this world of Strahd once and for all. But that's been quite some time since I heard that story, and we still find ourselves in the same situation.
So the abbot is vocally against Strahd?
Well, I haven't heard anything directly from him. These were all just rumors I heard as a boy, which was quite some time ago.
Oh, okay. I don't really have anything else to ask you, Michael. I think we're happy to have you.
Boy, did he
Oh.
still look about the same as he does now?
Oh yes, I very rarely have seen the abbot. He only leaves the abbey on occasion, but most recently I saw him 2-3 weeks ago, it seemed. He was descending down the hill to the burgomaster's cottage, as a matter of fact, and he looked the same as the first time I laid eyes on him when I was a boy.
Was this during the day or the night?
Oh, it was right before dusk, I believe.
Okay. Does the abbot ever... Does he sound dumb? But sparkle? Like personality-wise? Is he entertaining? Is he outgoing?
He
Or-
does have a, I guess you could call it a sparkle about his skin. It seems, it's the strangest thing. It's as if it's never seen a harsh winter or a scorching summer. It's no wrinkles or blemishes. It's just unaffected skin, if you will. It just looks...
Everlasting.
Yes, everlasting.
Okay. I think that we should all be very careful in the abbot, including you, Michael, because, and I mean this with no disrespect, you appear frail and of easy target.
Oh yes, I do not seek to anger anybody.
Not us. No, we won't hurt you. At least not physically. I can't say like
What?
emotionally. It won't hurt your feelings by accident. We do that a lot unintentionally, but like
We
it's
do that a lot.
You
it's a
seem
we
like a
thing.
good man. It'd be a
Me
shame
too.
to see any harm come to you.
We won't hurt you. That still didn't sound honest. We won't hurt you.
Oh, I believe you. I think I understood what you're saying with the matter in the Abbey, but I should let you know that the few times that people have gone to the Abbey, they've always left unscathed. I don't know if there's anything to fear.
I have one more question. Oh, okay. So we were told that the abbot could maybe prevent death or bring back people from death, right?
Yes, there have been stories like that.
When they come back, have you met the people who have come back?
I haven't. As far as I know, that hasn't been done in my entire life. I've just heard stories that it's possible and that he possesses the strength to do so, but I haven't met anybody that has gone through that experience. But I've always heard, again through rumors and wives' tales, that it is sometimes better to be left dead in the ground than it is to be brought back through otherworldly means.
I think that's a really good piece of advice, Michael. Thank you. Shall we go see the abbot in the abbey?
I have a question for Mikhail.
Yes.
Speaking of the people that you see coming and leaving the Abbey, has there ever been anybody that the abbot seems to have a close relationship with?
No, actually. He's very solitary, it seems. It's a very lonely road to the Abbey. It's very easy to see when people are coming or going, and you don't see that too often. Usually it's only the desperate that seek to make the pilgrimage up to the Abbey. And very seldom does the abbot himself leave. There's no one I would describe as having a close relationship, if you will, or a frequent meeting with the abbot.
And the people who go into the Abbey, they do leave the Abbey, yes?
Oh, yes. Anytime we've seen somebody go up, they do come down. Sometimes it's a while, a few hours perhaps, but never more than, never a whole day or more. We see them come out. Rarely do they speak about what they sought the abbot for. It's, like you said, it's typically something out of desperation, people's last efforts to save themselves or a family member perhaps from a sad fate. Well, I guess this was a while ago, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years now. Gosh, it all tends to blend together, but there was this one family, the Belleviews, lived here in town. They were I guess you could say, odd bunch, but they were neighborly enough until they unfortunately were victims of a plague, it seemed. Their entire house became infected. Very bad condition. No one could figure out what it was, and since everybody in their house had it, we figured it was contagious, and we all stayed away from them, and we didn't offer them assistance. Mostly because none of us knew what to do, and also we were scared we would get infected. Their skin peeling off, blisters and boils all over their face. You could hardly recognize them. Sick, unable to keep any food down. They eventually made their pilgrimage up to the abbey, and they never returned, but we just assumed the abbot did whatever he could to ease their final days. And there was no recovering from whatever they had.
And what happened to their property?
We waited a long time. at least a year or two before we finally had somebody brave enough to go in there and take the chance that whatever infection or curse was upon their home was gone, but there was no adverse reactions, and we've had families in that house since then, and they have not suffered anything.
Can we go to that house later?
Yes, I could take you there. It's inhabited, but the people in Kretsk are nice enough. They should be able to permit us to enter if we give them good reason or explanation of what we intend to do there.
I have a couple ideas, but maybe we can go to the abbot first here and kind of fulfill this task.
Okay, you guys lead on. I'll be following close behind you. It's hard for me to keep up with youngsters like yourselves, but I'll be following you. Alright, and do you guys just continue up this kind of switchback road here?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's the
for
plan,
now.
to keep going.
Alright, you guys keep going. He is trailing behind. You guys could walk slower if you want to.
I'd like to walk slower.
Oh, how nice.
I will slow the pace a little bit.
Okay, yeah, Jeff, I would say since you're kind of leading the charge, kind of to everybody else's, I wouldn't say mystery, you are kind of a leader, but you are kind of randomly swinging your sword around. I don't think anybody's questioned you yet. Since you're kind of...
Swinging around what is not even my sword is one that is broken that we found.
Sword. As you're leading the group, I would say as you slow your pace, everybody else, unless you purposefully decide to just leave everybody behind, would be matching that pace of about, instead of 30 feet in a given turn, which is the standard D&D pace, you're going around 15 feet per turn. As you...
I'll match.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll match
All right.
the pace. I'll match the pace.
As you guys slowly continue up the switchback, once you get about right here, Jeff, you feel your sword, the vibrations pick up in intensity.
Oh.
I'll pause real quick. Am I missing something with the map? Like, I don't see any of our tokens.
No.
Yeah, I haven't put the tokens on here just because it's kind of an overview, but I should probably do that. And it's just so many tokens at once.
Okay, I got you. I was just confused about where we were.
Nah, you're good.
Our tokens are also very small compared
Very
to
tiny.
Very, very tiny. Forget the scale on this bad boy. Yeah, one square is 50 feet, so...
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of distance. It's really, like I said, a really tall town, so this is just trying to give scale to...
So you said about here where I've put my token, yeah?
Yeah, right there. You feel the strongest sensation that you felt in the sword thus far.
Do I feel it, like, trying to pull me in a particular direction?
If you loosen your grip and trust the sword to point you in a direction, it would point you to the northwest, which is downhill from where you currently are by about
Down
100
towards the
feet.
little pond, per
Yes.
se?
It appears to be pointing almost directly at that pond.
In a almost absent-minded fashion, I start walking towards the pond.
There's
Okay, and
a
I'm gonna say,
giant
hey Jeff,
cliff.
what are you doing?
Since
You're gonna
we
walk off
started
the cliff?
walking up this hill, I've felt a vibration coming from this sword. It is getting quite strong now in the direction of this pond. I'm gonna go take a look at it. If you wish to continue up to the abbey, by all means, but I'm going to investigate this a little bit.
I don't
We're at
want
the
to
top
leave
of
you.
a cliff?
Yeah,
How are you getting down?
maybe we can go after the abbey.
It's just a hill, right? It's not like...
It's a 100-foot drop.
Wait, it's like a sheer cliff?
You could scale down there, but it's not going to be like super easy. There's a lot of trees and rocks. And again, it's 100 feet. It's not anything small. It's a pretty steep drop down, or long distance down. Like if you were to fall, you would take, what was that, 10d6 of damage?
What
I
if
wouldn't kill them. They're good.
I could cast my wand of web down there, and then you can land in just a giant thing of webs.
What about landing in the water?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna soften the fall.
No, it'll be fine. I can mage hand you down there. You weigh about, what, 5 pounds, right?
Water's a liquid. It never gets hard. You can just jump into
My
it.
armor, I think, weighs more than 5 pounds.
Ooh. You're heavy. You're a 6-pounder. I get it.
What?
So, it's, like, would it be possible for me to, like, scale down the cliff? Even if it took a bit of time, just in any fashion?
Yeah, you could scale down there.
I got a rope.
Oh,
You and your fucking rope.
And a Batmobile?
how long is your rope?
I feel like Zaylen has used his rope many a time.
I have a 50-foot rope.
There you go. I also have a 50-foot rope. It just so happens to say here.
I thought that your rope was rather reduced at one point. I thought you used it for many things. Most recently, in the forest, you wanted to create like a rappel system with your rope.
I don't
Didn't you
remember
cut
that.
it?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
think so.
Definitely.
I don't think
No,
so. It still says rope here,
Well, you
1.
tied it to one end of the giant log that was in your way, the giant fallen tree. Had Jeff throw you over that side, and then had everybody use that rope to rappel while you held it from the other side. You never went back to the other side to retrieve that rope. So I think
that
rope
one is the
gone.
number of feet you have left.
I think
I have
that
a
rope
foot.
is rather gone.
1 foot. 1 footsies of rope.
I hand the 1 foot of rope to Jeff. Here you go, buddy.
Jeff,
Yeah, I think I might need a little bit more rope.
we just
Oh.
learned that Zaylen doesn't understand weight or length, so this is kind of concerning.
Or how to
Especially
read.
length.
To really explain a lot.
Okay, what if, hear me out, we went after the Abbey?
I second that.
But
On
what if
most
we find that
cases, I would
information
agree.
before?
But there's something about this that is different. I want to see where this is leading me.
Well, some of us could go
I-
to
Mi-
the
I'll go
Abbey.
with
Mi- Michael.
Jeff.
Abbey.
Michael. Oh, sir,
Yes.
what is that pond?
Oh, well, that's kind of a religious symbol, if you would, for the city of Kretsk. We call that the Pond of the White Sun. It's, well, I can give you a little history lesson if you guys don't mind listening to an old man in Babylon. The abbey that you see up there, well, it's the Abbey of Saint Markovia. She was a great, powerful cleric for the Morning Lord that came to Barovia many, many years ago, and she ordered the construction of that abbey, and she used it as a place of healing, respite from the evil out there in these lands, and she led a rebellion against Strahd, and ultimately she was struck down. A group of her and some other brave warriors went to Ravenloft and never returned, but the abbey stood, as well as this pond here that we believe is protected by the sacred magic and spirit of the Morning Lord that she channeled into the abbey, and something in the land also blessed that pond. It's where the source of all of our drinking water. It's never dirty. We never have to do any kind of purification or cleaning of it. We just go there and get buckets and barrels of water directly from it, and keeps us healthy. And you guys would instantly, as he mentions that they get fresh drinking water from there, that would set off alarms in all of your heads, as you guys have not found a single source of drinking water anywhere so far in Barovia, In fact, it's so bad that everybody else you've encountered only drinks wine because it's the only safe way to consume liquid, at least as far as the locals are concerned. So when you hear that there's a fresh source of drinking water here in this town, that's definitely strange to you.
Michael, can we drink that water safely?
Yeah, you could scoop a handful of it, and well, it's frowned upon to go bathing in it, but you know, sometimes the kids, the teenagers, always the same, they'll go in there and swim. It doesn't really affect the quality of the water, though. Nobody's gotten sick from the water.
I am
Okay.
very, very curious about that pond now.
I mean, none of us have had any water since we've come here, and as much as I love juice, I really miss water. My roots miss water.
We can go down there. I wouldn't recommend scaling down the cliffs. It can be quite a long way down if you slip, but we could always go down the road and take the beaten path there. At least I will. If you guys choose to go down there on the mountainside, I will have to catch up with you.
I say
I
let's
didn't scale
go.
on that cliff.
I start making preparations to scale the cliff.
All right.
Jeff, we have a road right behind us.
Yes.
Yeah, Jeff, if we just walk, it's not that big of a deal.
If you guys want to go around, by all means, I'm heading down.
Okay.
I start taking my rope and fastening it to something to help scale myself down.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jeff. Let me help you. And I'm gonna give him. I have nothing.
No sprinkle of dust
I mean,
to.
unless we
Oh.
have a spellcaster who knows Featherfall.
I have a
Oh.
rope. I have a rope.
Not me.
I'm looking.
I am not gonna use the rope because I don't know the distance of it. I'm so sorry.
I think the standard's probably 50 feet.
Yeah, 50 feet is standard adventuring gear.
Jeff, would you take my rope?
I would, yes. Thank you.
I will give you my rope.
I tie the two ends together.
Yeah, with 100 feet of rope, you have, I wouldn't say negated all the difficulty, but you've made it very easy for you to scale down this cliff. Especially with your athletic ability, it would be very difficult for you to have a failure
have a
at
bad
this
time?
point. Yeah.
Alright. With the two pieces of rope secured and attached to, I'll just say a nearby tree?
Yeah. There's like a tree. There's several trees that you could choose from that are able to be like anchor points. They look sturdy enough.
Yeah, and I will affix one to a tree and start climbing my way down.
All right. Is anybody else going to use the rope, or is anybody holding on to the rope or doing anything with that situation, or are you all starting to make your way down, or is somebody continuing up towards the abbey? What's everybody else in the party doing?
I will stand at the end of the rope, but I'm not going down it. But I do not have Heatherfall, but I will heal him when he hurts himself.
At least we're prepared. I'm going to walk back with Michael, and I'm going to ask him on the way if we're passing the home of that family that was sick.
Yeah, okay. Jeff, go ahead and give me an athletics check. It's going to be very quick for you to rappel down this, as long as you don't fail this check. It's difficulty of 8 right now.
Well, that's a pass on the die. Wait, is a difficulty of 8? I would succeed with a 1 unless you'd make it crit fail.
Yeah, I roll ones as a crit
I
fail.
prefer crit fail.
So as long as I get above a 2, I'd pass.
Pretty much, yeah.
'Cause I have a plus 7.
With 100 feet of rope, it's not really a challenge. It's basically holding onto the rope and keeping yourself from sliding down it too fast. So it's very easy, especially for somebody that's adventured as much as you have at this point. You're able to slide down very gracefully, actually, to the bottom of this cliffside, where you are very close to this pond. And this sword feels like it's about to leap out of your bag or your hand, wherever you have it at this moment. Katniss, you would see that Jeff has made it safely to the bottom there. Would you choose to hang on to go down on the rope, or would you catch up with everybody else as they're descending down?
I'll climb down with him, begrudgingly.
Okay, you can give me an athletics check as well. Perfect. Dude, I hate that dice so much. It sounds so gross. It's
Yeah,
so
that was
disturbing.
interesting. That was a
The
cool
dice
sound.
don't make sounds for me, so I don't even know what you're
Don't
hearing.
enable
will
it.
continue
Don't
to
enable
use
it.
It's a
Fitting for
squishy
Curse
blood
of
sound.
Strahd, but good God, is it disturbing. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, Jeff and Katniss, you guys are at the pond, already descended down the cliff. When the rest of your band, Lyra, I'm assuming you're going with the majority of the group, or are you going down the rope as well?
Mm-hmm. No, Illyra is not athletic.
Okay. Yeah, my group of let's call you level-headed people. As you all Katniss, understandable. You're there for support in case Jeff's kind of falling down, but Jeff's kind of acting like a madman at this point. Just like a dog seeing a car drive by, is just chasing after something without any thought for safety. But the rest of you guys, you're not even down this Abbey Road before the other two are down at the pond. Probably wouldn't necessarily know that, but just to give time reference here. As you guys continue forward, you guys will start making your way through the town. While you guys are navigating that way, Jeff, what do you do with this sword now that you're beside this pond?
So is the sword trying to, like, basically leap out of my hand as I point it towards the pond as I walk up to it?
It feels like it's going to leap out, but if you were to actually let go, it's not going to physically, like, move. It's just, you feel this energy within it that is, like, almost compelled to go closer to this shrine, to this pond. And I will say, you guys do see a shrine kind of further over. You see what appears to be some kind of shrine to some deity. You can't really see the details where you're at, but you can see that there's a shrine up here kind of overlooking this pond, but the blade itself wants to go to the pond.
I throw the sword into the pond.
No!
What?
You watch as the blade
Am I? Hold
sinks.
on. Did I go down there?
No, you didn't.
I meant to.
Well,
You didn't say anything stinky.
I asked like 4 times who's going where.
That's my bad.
So Jeff, you throw this blade into the pond, and it quickly sinks to the bottom. And you see it disappear. And as you do so, as you're looking down into this pond, you see your reflection. And this reflection starts to change. And you hear a voice speak. Katniss, where are you during this? Are you like beside Jeff?
Not right next to him, no, because I need to be able to heal him, so I'm not standing right next to him.
So you've already descended down the cliff safely, so are you standing like 10, 20, 30 feet? Like how far away?
I'm standing at the rope.
Okay, yeah, I'd say there's probably maybe like 20 feet distance where the rope is and where this, where Jeff is standing at the edge of this pool. So I don't think he would hear or see anything. So Jeff, this is for your eyes and ears only at the moment. As you see this reflection, your reflection change, and you hear somebody say, "I see you bring the sun with you, stranger." And you see this man before you give a warm smile, and this appears to be this handsome young man with this noble air about him. Looks very well kept. You can see kind of like his reflection, you know, your whole armor and everything is in the pool. You see his reflection is this young, handsome face with these very fine, noble clothes around him. You notice that he's wearing a amulet around his neck with the symbol of the Morning Lord, and you can't help but feel that this is a familiar face. Like you've seen this man before somewhere, and you're racking your brain in the split second trying to figure out where you've seen him before. And then it hits you very suddenly and very frighteningly. This looks like a younger, less burdened Strahd von Zarevic.
Well, that's mildly concerning.
Oh no, I like Strahd. Never mind.
Do you say anything once you realize this, or do you allow him to continue speaking without giving this concern any breath?
I do not outwardly make any adjustment in my mannerisms, for lack of a better term.
Okay. He continues to say, I sense a great purpose within you. I can feel you are a great, strong warrior. And I feel that you may be able to bring peace to this land once more. True peace. The hilt that you have carried with you is a blade that once belonged to me. A blade that is sworn to duty and service to the Morning Lord. I can restore its power so that you may use it for more noble means than I had the opportunity to. But to do so requires a commitment. You must swear that you will, for the rest of your days, make it your life's mission to root out darkness wherever its shadows are cast, and to bring the light and the glory of the Morning Lord to all of those who seek enlightenment, and most importantly, to those that dare go against it.
I do swear to uphold these values.
This is no...
What did you say, Jeff? Can I hear him say that?
I would say you could probably hear him mutter something, but you're not really sure what he's saying.
I'm saying it very low, not loudly. Almost
I take
more
one
to
step closer.
myself than to anyone else.
Jesus. Okay.
And this reflection says to you, should you stray away from these values, a great retribution will be had. This is no light ask. This is your life that you are giving for this power. Are you sure you can bear this responsibility?
I will do everything in my power to commit to this.
Then please, take this blade. Rid the darkness of this land. Protect Tatiana. And please, when you use this sword, make my brother's death quick. And the reflection starts to fade away back to yours as the blade emerges. The hilt is exposed from the water, as if somebody is on the other side holding it up to you.
I reach out and grab it.
As you pull the hilt out, the broken blade is no more. Instead, there is a beam of pure, radiant energy emitting from the hilt that is as solid as steel would be on the sword.
Oh my.
And I'm going to put a very interesting item in your inventory now.
It's a good thing I can't look at it right this second.
I'm not next to my computer. So, not that anyone else will know this, but from what I can gather from what I've just witnessed, am I to assume that this man who was in service to the Morning Lord is Strahd's brother?
Yes, based on especially his final remark, he bears a striking resemblance. Again, a younger, less burdened Strahd. It looked like almost a spitting image of what could have been Strahd in his younger days was looking at you. And he did say to make my brother's death quick, or something to that effect. And you would recall when Pepper shared with you the tome, or diary of Strahd rather, that he did mention his brother Sergei was a devotee of the Morning Lord. I don't think he directly spelled it out, but he's essentially a paladin for the Morning Lord.
That checks out. All right.
And actually, with that being said, Jeff, you, with your new vow to the Morning Lord to spread the light wherever shadows are cast, can take one free rank of the Paladin class.
Oh!
Yeah. However,
okay.
should you break that vow, and should you not uphold the light,
Oh no.
there may be consequences.
Yeah, no, I've figured. I do realize what I have done.
Oathbreaker.
Nope.
Oathbreaker.
So, oh no, any of the paladin subclasses are not till many levels later. Never mind. Technically, I wouldn't have even sworn an oath yet if I just take one.
Yeah, I know, but for flavor, we're gonna say.
No, I get it. I get it.
So this guy gets crazy good armor, and now he gets a crazy good sword, and I'm assuming spells.
Yeah, we're nothing. That's okay.
He made a pretty big commitment.
Just saying.
Kind of life or death.
This fucking guy.
I
Just
do have
wondering,
to
does
uphold
anyone
myself.
get anything for giving him the sword, or no?
Nope.
Just 'cause-
You get a shiny pat on the back.
Thanks.
Well, I will.
You get to be the Samwise Gamgee to Jeff's Frodo, I guess.
I fucking hate Samwise Gamgee.
What? I'm sorry. We need to move on because if we go into an argument right now, it's gonna ruin the whole game for me.
He's
That is
gonna
the
get
last-
Derailing the campaign.
So Jeff, yeah,
I guess
you have the
neighbors heard
shiny
that.
new sword. You get the sense as well that this blade that's emitting, again, it's like pure radiant energy that's, I wouldn't recommend touching it, but you could. It's hard as a rock. And you would be able to, you can feel that this object is sentient. You can feel it communicating to you in a way, not that it's speaking in words, but more it can communicate feelings or emotions. And you get the sense that this is something that could communicate to you certain things that are yet to be revealed, because again, it can't really speak in direct English. And you also would be able to automatically tell just by with your bond you've just formed with this blade that you can essentially retract the blade. You can make it to where there is no radiant blade sticking out of it, so you don't really need a sheath for this. You can just keep it...
I'm sorry, did you just give me a lightsaber?
Essentially, it is able to kind of on and off the radiant energy, essentially. At will, pretty much. When you're holding it, you can choose to have the radiant energy activated and do damage, or if you're just carrying it or having it on your person, you can have the blade retracted. Well, retracted's not the right word, because it simply vanishes. It doesn't go inside the hilt, it just kind of leaves.
It just, like, extinguishes.
Pretty much, yep.
And you
Gotcha.
said I can't do rolls against people in the party?
Social roles, yeah.
Oh, social rolls. Okay.
Oh,
You are not
Do
stealing my
not
sword.
take
Yeah,
that
what do you
sword.
think?
Oh my god, we're gonna wipe.
I mean, you could try it. We'll see how that works out for you. Jeff's got the sword and really cool, powerful armor, so.
We have an actual tank now. He's missing treads.
So yeah, I would say Katniss, you didn't catch any of the conversation that happened in the
But I
pool, but
see
you
something sparkly.
you see a sparkly blade in front of you.
As Katniss is behind me, she'll see me hold up and raise to the sky the sword.
Jeff, excuse me, but what the fuck is that you have in your hand now?
A symbol of my devotion.
Ugh. And what did you have to give for that devotion?
A promise. To uproot any and all darkness in this land. And I will see it through to my last breath.
It sounds like there might be a lot of pain where you are headed. I will follow you for a short while.
Oh, I'm sure you're right about that one.
I'm not doing it to help you, I'm doing it for my own pleasure, but okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, let's get back to the party because you are still scaring me and I'm done babysitting you. Love you, let's go. Get to the rope.
Well, the rest of the party's trying to meet you at the pond, so they're probably about here by the time all this is said and done. And that's probably being quite generous with the movement speeds, because you guys are moving along with Mikhail as he's kind of talking just about the general things around town, and he's like, there used to be nothing but trees there. We just recently put up a new cottage there that... And he's just kind of giving like the history of the town and how it's changed over the years. As he's walking through.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah.
Did he tell us any
trees.
good places to stay while in town? Is there a good
Any
bed
good
and
restaurants?
breakfast?
He mentioned kind of what you already assumed, that there's no tavern, there's no restaurant. This is essentially a commune. There's no like jobs or anything. Everybody just kind of contributes to the overall well-being of the village. It's very insulary, and there's not a lot of villagers. Nobody leaves here. He said that it's very rare for anybody in Kretsk to leave the walls. He mentioned that there's a terrible werewolf problem, and that villagers that have left before have never been seen again. Presumably they've been mauled by werewolves. He's also mentioned that there's been occurrences of werewolves somehow breaking into the city and abducting people from their homes, leaving signs of kind of distress and broken furniture and maybe some blood, but it's not like they leave corpses, which is weird. So he's kind of filling you in on those details. He does mention that the people of Kretsk are generally, even though they're apprehensive of outsiders, they all feel the need to be polite and to be good host when they do have visitors. So as long as you're forthcoming and honest with your intentions, you're probably going to go a long way if you ask people for favors or for food or somewhere to stay. Especially the burgomaster. It's kind of his duty to set the example for the rest of the town, so he takes it very seriously. He does kind of explain that Dmitri, he's been, he comes from a family of burgomasters, and he's been a rather good one during Mikhail's lifetime. Just kind of making sure everybody's taken care of, making sure that the city's safe, repairing the walls to keep as many werewolves out as they can, although again there are some instances of people disappearing, and that most people bury their dead in their own backyard, so every cottage has like its own family cemetery behind it, and it's a kind of a sacred thing for this town, that this land is really built and kept by these families for, centuries. So it's all very, I guess you could say culty if you want to think of it that way, but it's very tight-knit. And he says he doesn't mind the life that he's lived. He's happy that he's got to spend it around the people in the town. He's got to spend it with his wife Carolyn, and he's pretty happy with everything, all things considered.
Have we passed the house of the family that got ill?
Yep, that's where I stopped you guys right now. To the
okay.
right of you guys would be passing the cottage of the Bellevues.
Miko, I'm just gonna go knock on the door really fast. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and
Did we leave the lake? I'm so sorry.
Jeff and Katniss, that's a great question. Did you guys leave the lake?
I'm just kind of standing there reflecting on the decision I've made.
I pull the rope down and I put it in my backpack.
Not sure if you could do that, because it is kind of tied to a tree at the top, but you could go collect it. You guys are eventually, assumedly, going back up to the Abbey at some point, so you'd be able to collect it up there. So I would say go ahead and add it to your bag, so we don't forget later, but yeah. So, yeah, you guys can choose to hang out there. Jeff, you definitely feel like a weight on your shoulders. The gravity of the situation, the reflection, everything's just kind of swirling in your brain while you guys decide whether or not to move. Katniss, are you going to kind of prod Jeff in any way, or are you just going to let him have this moment?
No, I verbally prod him along. Jeff, come, we must leave. We have to go find the group.
Well, if we're going to go find the group, we might as well take the regular path back.
Okay, as long as we get the rope. Yes.
Okay, so you guys start your merry way. Maple, you said you're going to knock on the door, right? And I would say
Yes.
all four of you guys that are with Mikhail, Zayla, Pepper, Lyra, Maple, when he says this is the Bellevue home, you guys recognize that name. Do you guys remember?
I do vaguely remember the veil. I can't remember what the context was.
Yeah, Bellevue was the last name of the strange half-beast, half-human creature that was the butler for Strahd von Zarevik at Castle Ravenloft.
That's where. Oh, it's like an amalgamation of all of them, probably.
Amalgamation is such a big word for you.
So you knock on this door.
Alloy.
And somebody very homely looking woman, probably in her 40s, opens the door and she says, who are you and why are you knocking on my door?
Good afternoon. My name is Maple. Maple Took. I'm a visitor from out of town. I came with my group behind me. I'm just gonna sidestep and gesture to them, and I know they might be talking or maybe looking at me.
I'm waving.
And right with us is a gentleman named Michael, or Mikhail. You might know him. He's
He
just taking us
waves.
on a tour of the town.
I just said he waves over.
Oh, good. We were told that you live in the old Bellevue home, correct?
Yes. Yeah, it's been quite some time since the Bellevues lived here, but this used to be their home.
When you moved in, was there anything abnormal about the house?
Well, we were actually the second generation to live in here. But no, there's nothing unusual here. Well, it's kind of strange because we have the Bellevue Cemetery in our backyard, but kind of combining with our family now. But no, nothing unusual. Our parents lived here first, and they were a little wary of the plague that took the Bellevues, but nothing ever happened to them, as far as their condition. My parents were able to pass peacefully in a ripe old age, and now it's me and my families.
Okay, I have two kind of strange questions. The first one would be, is there any secret rooms in your home?
No, it's a very small cottage. I think we would have found if there was a secret room or anything. We could use the space, believe me.
Have you checked every floorboard?
Oh, we've had kids running around here for, almost 2 decades
Have you
now, so I'm sure they would have found it.
Have you pulled every book on the bookshelf and looked behind every painting?
Well, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of books or paintings, so it's not something we have to worry about.
Okay, this would be another strange question. The graves are marked in the backyard, right?
Yes, of course.
Would you grow offense to me asking to dig up the Bellevues?
Dig up the Bellevues? For what purpose?
Maple, what the fuck?
No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Let me cook. I have a theory that maybe the Bellevues aren't there.
Oh, well, the Bellevues that are buried here are not the Bellevues that had the plague. The Bellevues with the plague, we never got the remains. I'm assuming maybe the abbot burned them to keep the plague from spreading. We didn't really ask questions. We were just kind of, I don't want to say happy, but we had some stress relieved knowing that the plague was contained in some manner, but it's just their ancestors, the ones before the plague occurred. But
sorry,
if
that's
there's
not what I thought.
something you seek, the Bellevues wouldn't mind. They unfortunately are no more. Just make sure you don't do anything for our family. We would take great offense to that. But if there's something you're searching for, you're with Mikhail. He wouldn't allow you to do anything that would bring offense to our village, so I'll trust you. If Mikhail trusts you, if you need to do something to the Bellevue plot, do what you have to.
I don't think I do just yet, but I'm not ruling out the possibility. I think I came here looking for a story that didn't exist, and so I'd like to apologize to you. Do I suspect she is lying in any way?
Give me an insight check.
The hell is that dice?
Yeah, you get the sense that she is being very, very forthcoming. And there's no indication she's hiding anything. You do get the indication that she is not thrilled to be talking to you. Like, she wants the interaction to be over just because you're a stranger, you're disturbing whatever she was doing before. But you don't get the sense that she's lying or anything of that nature.
Well, I will thank you for your time. I wish you and your family a long and happy life. And I might come back someday to, sounds weird, disturb the plot, but not of yours.
Okay. Shall we
just to make sure, what ones would I avoid?
They're pretty clearly separated. You'll see on the left side is some older looking Bellevue plots, and then on the right side there's probably about 10 feet between the two sides. You'll see some newer looking plots. There's only 2 there at the moment. My parents are buried there, and the Bellevues have about 5. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.
Okay, take care. And she'll close the door after waving at Mikhail once more.
I don't trust her.
I would say at this point, Katniss and Jeff, you guys would have been able to make your way down and regroup with them as they finish their conversation with this lady.
Maple, why are you so untrusting of everyone here?
I think this place just kind of makes you not trust anybody, to be honest. I mean, how many old men have we been lied to about, Michael? Not saying you, but like...
None. What are you talking about? Nobody's lied to us.
Vasily?
You're saying his name incorrectly. It is Mikhail, not Michael.
Mikhail.
Thank you, young
Oh,
lady.
that was so rude.
Any more phlegm?
Mikhail.
Sorry.
That's this bitch.
Yes, my given name is Mikhail, but I know you're
sorry,
not.
Michael.
I know you're not the natives of the land, so I won't
He
fault
lacks
you.
the sap to say your name correctly.
I keeps my tongue kind of stuck to the top of my mouth, so it's hard to speak. Yeah. I thought for a moment, because remember the Bellevue was that like monster that we saw, monster, half human, half monster entity at Strahd's house, and I don't know. I thought the plots back here might not have bodies in them, and that there was some greater conspiracy. That lady was very kind, by the way.
Yeah, considering you were trying to dig up her dead ancestors.
And not hers. But they were 10
Well.
feet apart, and we have a guy in our team who does not know distance. So there's a real chance those got dug up too. But Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Michael.
Mike.
There you go, Mike and Mike.
Mike.
Ew.
Mech.
Yes, Maple.
Sorry.
Did you crush that? Can you really
yes,
not
Mapelli.
say it?
Mikhail.
Yes, Mapelli.
Okay. What do you think that like there's things in this town that I guess are hidden from you, or do you know of mysteries that you're not telling us of that might be relevant to the Abbey or Strahd or a history?
Oh, well, Strahd's a difficult one. We don't know anything really that goes on outside of these walls. The Abbey, I've already told you, we're not exactly sure what the Abbot's up to on a day-to-day and what his aims are ultimately.
I think what confuses me is every other town we've been to, Barovia and oh god, the other one called
Valaki.
Thank you, my god, Valaki. Was it a Valkyrie? Valaki. They seem to have like a lot of Strahd touches. It's a weird word. But involvement, and it seems unlikely that Kretsk would be different.
Well, we pride ourselves on being, independent and not relying on the other villages or Strahd or anybody. We live our lives taking care of the neighbors around us and our family, and just trying to make sure that we keep this village ready for the next generation.
Insight check.
Yep, absolutely, go for it. He appears to be telling the truth. There's nothing that would give any indication that what he said is false.
Okay, Michael. You seem like a pretty trusting guy. Trustworthy guy. Alright. That was kind of all I had. Maybe we should find the other two and get my rope back.
Jeff and
You
Katniss
sure you
are
can get
catching
that
up
back?
with you right now.
What was that?
Hose, I do have a question.
Okay.
Since you said that I would basically get a level of paladin because of this, I technically can't multi-class because of my charisma.
If you go into that's rich. If you go into your character
I basically can't
settings-
multi-class into anything because of my stats.
If you go into your settings, I think. Go to the home setting and use prerequisites. You can uncheck the multi-class requirement.
Wait, where do you see this?
Go to your like character builder where you have like class, background, species. The
Yep.
very first one's home. And if you scroll
Okay.
down there, like about halfway down the page.
Oh,
it's
you
use-
multi-class requirements. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. And so just mechanically, I'm just getting an extra level, basically. Yeah.
Yes. You'll be
Okay.
a level 7 fighter and a level 1 paladin.
Gotcha. I am now really tanky.
Okay, so Katniss, Jeff, you guys catch up. You catch Maple outside this house speaking with Mikhail. Alira, Pepper, Zalen, are you guys doing anything during this whole interaction, or are you just kind of watching Maple have these conversations?
Oh, I am just watching this guy.
Which guy?
Look, I guess Maple. That's
Same.
why I was
What?
hesitant to
What are
say
you
cook.
doing? I was barbecuing over there.
Yeah, you're doing something.
He shot the chef.
I shot the sheriff.
Katniss and Jeff, do you guys say anything as you approach?
I look at Jeff knowingly and allow him a brief few seconds to say something before I fucking say something about the sparkly shit that I just saw at down by the lake.
Jeff, the bodies that are buried in the back are probably legit.
It's good to know. I must say,
Yeah?
I have come across a revelation looking at that pond. I have been able
It's
to complete
water.
the sword. And I pull out the sword and then ignite it.
Holy
Oh
shit!
My Atlanta.
Oh,
This
right.
guy-
This is the other question I had. Am I automatically attuned to it?
Yes. You attune to
Okay.
it as soon as you
Man's
pulled it
cheating.
out of the pond.
Gotcha.
Because it's sentient, it's like a mutual attunement. So it automatically does the attunement you would need, as it is kind of attuning to you rather than you attuning to it.
Gotcha.
When you look at him and he looks at you.
Oh, here's a nice little picture for you guys.
Oh, fans.
Oh, that's a lightsaber.
It is a non-patented laser
So
sword.
snazzy.
Okay.
Can I do an Arcana check on that, just so I can
Yes.
see what it is?
Jedi Temple Guard.
Arcana or history or religion. Pick a
Ooh,
poison.
ooh. Oh,
I have
can I
plus
do
one
all
religion.
3?
I would say give me your best one, and I mean you're kind of gifted at all of
Fuck.
those. I'll kind of spill the beans in all 3 areas.
I'm trying to. I think I want to know more, like, religiously, so I'm gonna roll religion.
Yeah, with an 18. You see that very clearly on the restored hilt of this is a Morning Lord sun that is kind of the source of this radiant energy that's like being emitted out. And you can tell, again, kind of blending in the other aspects, the history of this, you would recognize based on some of your studying. Again, Morning Lord as a deity is a very outdated reference to the current sun god. I forget his name. Palor. Palor is what the current kind of sun deity is called in the Forgotten Realms. Morning Lord is something that's maybe a different deity, maybe it's merged into Palor. It's kind of unclear, but the point of the matter is that this must be a really old sword to have the symbol of the Morning Lord rather than the more modernized symbols of Palor. So you obviously know that this is an old sword, and you would know through some histories and research that you would have done back at university that this is kind of a standard sword given to, or swords like this are standardly given to paladins of the Morning Lord and more recently Paylord with some modifications to the design of the sword. But basically, these are people that swear oaths to their deity and are warriors and clerics kind of combined together almost. So very, religiously stout individuals, but also very powerful fighters. And then as far as like Arcana goes, you would be able to tell that the radiant energy emitting from this blade is not typical of these swords, right? These are like ceremonial swords. They're made of very fine, steel, but they're not radiant energy. This is atypical of anything you've ever read or seen before. You've never actually read or seen any sword like this before that has a blade made of pure radiant energy that can seemingly be toggled on and off at the user's will. That is absolutely obscene to you and kind of defies a lot of what you would believe to be the way that radiant magic can be harnessed in modern weaponry.
Oh,
I've sworn an oath to defeat all evil and rid the land of darkness.
Above table, real quick.
Go ahead.
Are you is he okay mentally?
I have a newfound
don't
sense
know.
of purpose.
Above table and below table, we have no fucking idea.
Well, it's just he keeps
Only
talking
Jeff
in that very
knows.
I feel like he's talking in a different voice he's been talking in this whole time, but I'm not sure.
Jeff has never been more convinced of his purpose in life than now.
Jeff was a very lost soul before this.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
The pepper is like slowly inching closer and closer just to stare at it because she's fascinated by this.
Would you like to
Jeff.
look at it?
Can't.
Do not.
May I?
That sounds so scary in that voice. I don't like that tone of voice at all.
So, if I'm gathering correctly, the blade is basically weightless because it's made of light.
Sure.
It's just the hilt that's the weight of it.
This blade will.
So, I basically hold it out without turning it off and let it balance in my palm and just the hilt.
I wanna touch the symbol on the hilt, like just my finger. Does anything happen?
No, nothing happens when you touch it. You feel the magic energy radiating from this. It's hard not to, but you don't feel like you can just feel that there's magic energy within this, but it's not like vibrating or like calling out to you. Like nothing special's happening. There's nothing that is particular to you.
This is very cool, Jeff.
Why, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I go up to Mikhail and I say to him, "This place has been blessed by the Morning Lord. You are very lucky to be here."
Yes, Saint Markovia brought the morning Lord's glory to this village. We try and live by her ideals and strive to be the example that she set for us. I don't know where that blade came from or how you acquired it, but I see the symbol on it, and I know that means that you must be trusted by the Morning Lord. Therefore, I trust you as well. I'm glad, although the situations that brought us together is, well, not ideal, I am still glad to have met you all.
I give you my promise, if there is something foul with the situation, I will find out. And I will make things right.
Thank you. I just hope I get to see Carolyn again.
I will do my best to make sure that happens.
Right. Well, is there anything at the Bellevue house you guys wanted to see further, or should we continue to the Abbey?
Continue to the Abbey, please. For me, anyways.
I feel like I'm missing something, but let's go to the Abbey.
Did you do a perception check?
I never did. Can I look at the house to see if it looks like it might have more than just a simple layout?
Yeah, are you just looking like on the interior of the house? Or are you gonna investigate the family cemeteries? Like, where exactly are you doing this? I would say
Interior of the house to
investigation is
start.
probably better.
Yeah. Interior of the house if I could.
Yeah, give me investigation.
Well, I can come with you, Maple. I probably should.
Detective Pepper's on the case.
I forgot.
I will assist you, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. I would say the two of you combined, you can pretty confidently say that this is a simple cottage. There doesn't appear to be any kind of hidden rooms or anything. There's a cellar kind of detached from the house. You kind of have to access it from the outside. Doesn't attach to anything on the inside. It is just like a root cellar, right? This is where they store some food and other things they're trying to keep a little bit cooler. And especially since they're at elevation, it's pretty cold in the cellar. Nothing of interest in there, though. It's just standard provisions that they've been stockpiling, in case something happens. And they're unable to get fresh supplies. The inside of the house seems like there's a small family that lives here. With some older kids. They're probably like older teenagers, ranging from like 14 to 18, perhaps. And the two parents that live there. You don't get any impression that there's any part of this house that's unused, right? It's rather small. It's got 4 people in there, and it is every inch of it's being used in some capacity. So you don't find anything that is out of the ordinary here.
Maple, what do you feel? What are you searching for?
Okay.
Maple.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Maybe we should look at the cemetery really fast.
Okay, let's.
Do you have to investigate again?
No, I'll use your previous check. I'll consider this just kind of one, property investigation, if you will. With Pepper's 17, as you're investigating the cemetery, you do kind of glance over at the current family. You see that there's 2 gravestones there, and you see that it, looks as you would expect. Then you see the Bellevue plot. You see 5 gravestones there. It does appear that the headstones themselves are kind of askew. The other gravestones for the family that currently lives there, they're very upright headstones, like they're with purpose and dedication placed down, very pristine condition. You can tell a lot of respect was being given when these people were buried and these headstones were placed. The Bellevue headstones are a little bit, like I said, askewed, like they're kind of tilted in different directions. Doesn't look like there's that same amount of respect, maybe, like it's kind of haphazard is the vibe you're getting. Or maybe they were damaged by something after they were laid down. They just look different than the other headstones.
Do you think the graves were disturbed?
I mean, could have been. I don't know. Maybe we can check the Abbey and see if there's any Bellevues buried there, because they did say they didn't get the bodies back, right?
That's what she said. Or that's what. Yeah, that's what she said.
She specified that the 5 plots on this house are separate from the plague victims, right? So these were the previous generations of the Bellevue family before that generation that caught the plague. went to the Abbey and was never seen again. So these are entirely separate Belleviews that are buried down here.
Let's go back to Michael. Miguel.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Michael, friend.
Yeah, so did you find what you're looking for?
Did you hate the Bellevues?
Oh no. Belleviews, they were a fine family, and very unfortunate what happened to them with the plague or whatever illness it was. We were all sad to see it happen. We felt helpless.
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm dumb as a stump today, holy.
Yeah, he seems pretty genuine in what he's saying. You don't get any kind of sense that he's lying. But you're still kind of, I guess you'd still be skeptical, because you're not entirely convinced, but he's not giving anything you can see to warrant that skepticism. And yeah, it's a shame.
Did everybody else, was there any contempt ever talked about the family?
Yeah, there's, petty squabbles and bickering. When you live in a community as tight-knit as ours, everybody's gonna have their arguments and their spats, but I mean, at the end of the day, we have to live beside each other for our entire lives.
Is there a reason to disrupt Is there a reason to disrupt the gravestones? Because all of them look really askew and kind of disrespected.
No. That's actually very unusual. It's burying our dead, our forefathers, is one of the most sacred things that we could do here. They're the people that built this village around us, that paved the way for us, that carried on the ideals of St. Markovia before us. We owe our lives to our forefathers, to our ancestors, to all the generations that came before us. And not even just our specific families, even. We all respect the dead of all of the families within this village. If somebody's disturbed these graves, that's a great offense.
Do I get any sort of feeling from my sword?
Yeah.
Looking at these graves?
No, I don't think there's anything in particular that the sword is relaying at this moment. It's pretty quiet.
Okay.
Would it be a grave offense for us to exhume the family?
I think I overheard Maribel say that you're free to do your investigation for whatever you're looking for as long as you don't touch her plot. She does have an issue with it. I can help dissuade her, but if you believe the plots have been disturbed, it might be worth looking into, just to ensure that the coffins themselves are undisturbed.
I would like to dig.
Do you have a shovel?
I have 2 strong hands.
Wait, Maple, you can turn into a bear.
I could turn into a wolf and I could dig.
Yeah, so is that how you're doing this? Is you're wild shaping into an animal and digging?
What a waste of a spell. No. I'm not burning one. Mikhail, do you know where I could get a shovel?
Oh, yes. We'll, like I said, we bury our own dead, so somebody around here has a shovel for that or some other work.
Shouldn't there be one on the property?
Not necessarily, but we can find
There's
one.
dead people back there.
It's not like they were buried yesterday, though.
Okay.
Keep in mind, every house has their own cemetery, so it's not like this is a unique house that has a cemetery. It's a very common thing. He goes like 2 houses down and chats up somebody for like 20-30 minutes as you guys kind of just wait there listening to him blab about the weather or something with the resident. But eventually he does come back with the shovel and gives it to you.
Jeff, I got little arms. Do you think you could help me dig these up?
Why, yes, Maple. I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Whitey.
My little arms.
I'm tired.
Maple, come sit. We'll have some wine.
Oh my god.
Oh, juice. I want my juice.
And this is where her missing bottle of wine went, but you blame it on Zalen. Disgusting.
Hey, Salen's not trustworthy.
Well, we all know this, but he doesn't always drink your wine.
He
You
could've?
do.
No. Oh.
Okay.
As you all sit down, Alira, what are you doing during all this interaction? Are you kind of just watching everything, or are you gonna have some juice with Pepper and Maple?
I'm kind of just watching everything go on.
Okay. Jeff, you start digging. No check needed. There's not like a time crunch here or anything that would cause you to fail. You got a shovel and a mission, so you're just digging through it. Breaking quite a sweat as you see Pepper, Maple, and whoever else decides to join in. Just kind of sitting on the grass, staring up at the clouds, drinking some wine, little giggles here and there. And eventually you do hear like a thud, like you're hitting something.
Okay. I will try to grab and lift up this thing that I am hitting.
Yeah, you go to grab, you kind of like, you hit something and you go to like wipe off maybe some of the dirt or something, and you're pushing the dirt out the way and your hand falls through into what you assume to be a coffin. And you notice that this coffin has been broken, and the top of it looks like something has just shattered the top of it, and inside of it is nothing but a pile of dirt.
I knew it. I knew it.
Seems like you were right, Maple.
Who? So the Bellevue monster we saw, maybe it was the whole family together? Old and new?
Ew.
Are the rest of the coffins the same?
You would have to, right now it's just like one coffin. So Jeff would have to go dig up another coffin as you guys drink more wine, if that's something you guys would like to.
Would you like me to
I'm
go
down.
for the next one, Maple?
Pepper hand
I
us
would-
another bottle. We're going to be here a while.
I would like to touch him on the
We're
shoulder
gonna have to refill
and just
my
cast
supply,
guidance.
'cause
He does nothing. Let's just do one more. And if that one's also empty, then
One
think
more
it's
bottle of wine.
safe to s-
Yeah, okay.
so let's do two. No.
Oh, my wine.
It's okay, we'll get more. No, we need to get the. If another body's missing, then clearly something's going on. Michael?
What's
Michael? Michael.
You are like
Well-
Benedict Cumberbatch trying to say penguin. It gets worse every time you try to say it. It's so bad, buddy. I can't take it anymore. You're fucking killing
Penguin.
me. Penguin.
Penguin.
What was the name on the stone of the one that Jeff just dug up?
Namahail.
The one he just dug up appeared to be a man named Ondiri.
Ondiri. Michael. Who is Ondiri?
That's one of the older Bellevues. It's actually the father of sorry, just trying to find the name here, of Cyril, who was the patriarch of the Bellevue family when the plague hit.
Perhaps we should dig up the youngest one.
Yeah, that'd be Ingrid. She passed when she was in her prime.
I'm not going to ask what that means. Can we dig up that one, please?
Yeah,
Alright.
you'd see the
One
Ingrid
fresh
is
hole.
the furthest to the left, and you can kind of read like the epitaphs or whatever, and you can see that there's like a husband and wife, and then actually, sorry, there's 2 generations of husband and wife, and then on the very far side is appears to be a daughter of Cyril, who was again the most recent Bellevue before the plague happened and appeared to have affected that family. But she died before this plague. It appears based on the dates that she was about like 32 years of age. Says something about some kind of accident happening on her epitaph.
And she's not there?
Yeah, Jeff, you dig through the grave and you find the same thing. There is a broken casket filled with dirt, and there's no remains in there.
Do we see if
Michael.
there's claw marks or something? Like,
Give me an
Yeah.
investigation check.
okay.
Pepper?
Yes, Pepper.
Well, I've had
Yeah, you can do
an
it at
interesting
disadvantage,
amount of
Pepper.
wine.
Which honestly probably won't mean anything because you have a +9.
I see it all.
Yeah, with the 14, it's a little blurry.
Damn.
But you can kind of tell that it looks like something strong basically busted through this coffin. Like, there's no attempt to open it or to undo the nails or anything of that. It's just like brute strength just broke the top of this casket and pulled the remains out of there.
Maybe I've had too much wine, but looks like maybe a strong vampire. I don't know. May have pulled this open. Someone very strong ripped this coffin open with a lot of force. So
Big friggin' guy.
Okay, so it's safe to say that all of these have been disturbed. Michael,
I would
why?
say that's a likely situation.
By the way, thank you, Jeff, for making all the hard work. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, Maple.
Was it? What kind of hard?
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
would you like some wine, Jeff?
No.
I think he's.
Thank you.
I think he's like.
Jeff, are you
Is
okay?
abstinent the right word?
I do not want to have wine. I do not want to dull my senses.
He's a lot less fun now.
Bloody?
What religion does to a motherfucker.
Yes.
Okay. Michael, why? Why is this happening?
I don't know. I don't know why this would have happened or who would have done this. Maybe it's worth investigating to see if there's other plots that are affected. Maybe it's the werewolves. If they've been abducting the living, maybe they're abducting the dead for some reason.
I assume it doesn't look like it was like aggressively ripped open, by like someone who is a werewolf.
Hard to say with 14.
Oh, damn.
I would say you would know a werewolf definitely has the strength to do what you noted. But you couldn't see the finer details because of the wine. It's kind of hard to get the full story of, are they your werewolf tracks or claw marks or something else here that would give an indication. So it's hard to say for certain.
Okay,
Well,
this is eerie. Maybe we should go to the Abbey and see what the abbot has to say about this.
Mikael is there anyone who would be okay with us digging up their dead ancestors just to check?
That's a tough ask around here. However, seeing the situation that we're in and what it could potentially mean, I would let you dig up my family's plot on my land. Just they are there, please don't disturb them and let's put it back the way we found it, but I figure I can't ask anybody else in the village to do something I'm not willing to do.
You have my word that we will not desecrate your family's corpses.
Okay, well, follow me this way. I live just before the Abbey Road. And he will pull you all back towards the Abbey. He lives on this corner house here. As he invites you to his home, and then into the backyard, you see a plot of land. There are rows of ancestors here. He appears to have been from a long line of people here. Of people in Kretsk specifically that have lived and died here for generations. So you would probably, if you didn't know any better, you would think you're in a public cemetery, but this is all part of his family. Most recently, you see the most recent dates on the graves appear to be 3 boys and 2 girls, all with very short lives that are appear to have been within Mikhail's lifetime.
No.
Upon seeing the dates on the graves, I just turn to Mikhail and say, I am sorry for the hardships you've had in your life. It looks like you've had a very rough go of things here.
Thank you. That means a lot. We'll be the last of my kin to live on this land, but I take solace knowing that we've built something for other families to enjoy, even if it wasn't meant for us to enjoy anymore. Feel free to investigate. Just please be careful, and I would ask if you could just avoid my children. Leave their graves be, please.
As you wish.
So yeah, you could start digging at any of the other graves aside from those 5. Is there any particular one that calls out to you? Would you look
feel
for
like we
the
should
oldest or second newest?
I feel like we should do dates that line up with the Bellevues.
Okay, yeah. The Bellevues that you dug up, or the Bellevues that had the plague?
Both.
Okay, the ones that had the plague, the closest that would line up there would be his children's. It seems like they would have,
Okay,
they would have been older at this point, because that event happened, he said, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago, so quite a while, at least a decade. So that would have been more of his children's age range, and then you see he has a brother and a sister that are here as well. Those would align with Ingrid, the last person you dug up, and then the 2 grandparents and great grandparents. He would have his parents there would probably line up with those. So you have a few options for the dates.
I'd lean more towards the ones that were similar to the ones we dug up.
Yeah,
So his brother and sister.
Yeah, you dig up let's say the brother first, and you find there is no body in this casket.
I made a lot of mistakes on our adventure. Just a couple, but I feel like I'm really proud of myself.
Are you boastful?
patting yourself
I
on the
am.
back for this, Maple?
I'm
What are we
I'm
doing
in-
right now, Maple? I need you to focus and pay attention, please. Something I'm
I think. I
It's the
think
wine and the juice that's gone to his head.
it's just yeah, going to the roots, you know.
Okay, but why? Why would this be happening? Why are they snatching bodies out of graves? And who?
Is anybody going to tell Mikhail?
Oh, nose goes.
Mikhail, I was just boastful and inappropriately, and I apologize. The bodies of your family are not here.
What? Who?
Much like the Bellevues, they are not here.
No, that can't have happened. Me and Carolyn, we were in the house most days. We would have seen or heard something.
I help him sit down.
He doesn't sit down. He hobbles over, and in fact, in such a rush, he's trying to run, and he falls down, like his cane slips.
No.
And with this hobble, he's on the ground, and he starts crawling towards the grave of his children, and he starts digging with his hands. And he says, I have to make sure they're still here. I have to make sure I haven't lost them again. And he's
Sir,
digging.
please. Do not exert yourself if you do not need to. I will do this for you.
He looks at you, and he doesn't really say anything, but you can tell that he's accepting your help as he just kind of rolls over. He uses one of the gravestones to kind of like perch his back up, and he just looks heavily distraught, as if his world's been torn from him for the second time.
I silently pass him the bottle of wine.
This man takes the bottle of wine and finishes it in one
Jesus Christ.
like gulp, like he's just chugging it down, just staring blankly straight ahead of him. You get the sense that this is a man who is not a stranger to the wine of Barovia, and he certainly welcomes whatever comfort it may bring in this moment. So he hands you the empty bottle back.
I throw a rock at Jeff. Psst, do something.
Jeff, you're digging up one of the graves of his children, right?
Yes.
You dig it up and you find that it too appears to have been taken.
There is a grave evil that has come to this land.
Like a grave evil.
Mikhail,
Oh, I get it. Like a grave evil.
Yeah, a grave evil.
Pun not intended.
Jesus Christ.
Please, Mikhail is not in a good spot.
as
That's
fine.
as he hovers over the grave of his child and sees that the casket is empty, you hear a wail that you're not sure you've ever heard come out of a man before, as he just starts sobbing, his tears falling into the empty casket in the ground.
I've heard that sound before.
Yes.
I walk over and touch his shoulder, and I say, I too have lost a child.
Is that a deception check, or is that true?
Oh,
Wait, is this
No,
lore?
it's true. It's true.
Are you talking about the mud baby?
is this the mud baby?
Oh my
again?
God.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
I grab my whip and I glare at Pepper.
Dead serious.
I grab my whip and I glare at Pepper. I can heal him.
Shit, I was
but
not
it
ready
is-
for that.
It would come at a price.
He grabs has your hands on his shoulder. He like puts his hand on yours and looks at you, tears streaming down his face. You can tell he has some solace in this kind of shared grief that he senses in you. Doesn't know the specifics, but he senses that what you're saying is true, and he can feel the sorrow in your eyes. As he says, I already lost them once. Now I feel like I'm losing them all over again. We have to find what happened to them. And I have to put them back here in their home where they belong.
We will. We will. And we'll find your wife, too.
Okay. Do you guys want to... Are there more graves you'd like to explore the possibility of? Or are you guys satisfied with your findings? And would you like to progress to the Abbey at this point?
Oh my god, we haven't even gotten to the Abbey yet. Jesus.
I think we
I
can kind
feel
of
like we've learned
assume
enough.
this is what's going to happen.
Mhm. I'm good to go to the Abbey. I think we should leave Michael with his grief.
Mikhail.
You guys start walking, and he will get back up, using the gravestones to kind of help himself stand up. If you guys left him there to grieve, he would get up on his own, and he would start following behind you guys again with a pretty big berth, just because of how slow he's walking, trying to catch up with you guys. And he'll call out and he'll say, "Wait, I must go with you. The man said that if I don't follow you, that something bad would happen to Carolyn. I need to keep pushing. I need to stay strong. If not for Carolyn, for my children and their memory."
I will walk alongside Mikhail.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Alira's walking ahead. She's uncomfortable. She hates this whole thing.
Okay. As we go forward on the road, you guys go up this winding road, going back to where the ropes were. Jeff and Katniss, you guys can retrieve your ropes here as you're passing by through it. I'll say, Alira, you jump all the way forward about right here, and the group's going to be a little bit behind you. I think Jeff said you're going to be walking with him.
Yeah.
So, Alira, as you're pushing on ahead, kind of keeping your normal pace that you would if you were not, since you're not walking with Mikhail, you'll be going up against kind of this long switchback road that eventually leads about 400 feet, you'd wager, at the top of this road. You're 400 feet above the lowest part of the village. It's noticeably more chilly up here, and you can see, again, kind of on the hillsides near the Abbey and on the shingles of the Abbey, you see like a light amount of snow started. This is kind of like coming in from the mountains. It's kind of being blown onto the roof and to the trees before kind of melting rather quickly. And as you get up to the top, you see that there's these two, I guess you'd call them towers of sorts. You see like this wide ledge where the Abbey's perched, and you see this gravel road passes between these two small stone kind of, like I said, towers or outbuildings on either side of the road. Has kind of like a 5-foot high, decently thick wall of jumbled stones kind of held together with some mortar, kind of following the lore of what Mikhail had told you. This is something that was built after Strahd had taken over this land. Someone took it out of their own kind of their own agenda to go and build this abbey, which looks rather grand from afar, but the closer you get, the more you see that this is really just a group of people that banded together to build this. This wasn't like, architects or a great team of builders or anything. So you're starting to see some of those smaller details. And in front, in between these two towers or these outbuildings, is a gate, a iron gate that is currently closed.
Is it locked?
You can certainly check.
Okay, I'm gonna go push on the gate.
As you push it open, you hear the grating sound of as they slowly open, and it's like, again, grating your ears. Even you guys trailing behind, you can hear the sound open. And the gates have swung open. It was not locked. And you see through these gates that are now open, you see that the abbey is before you. You see several buildings attached to this abbey. The road kind of continues a little further down, and you can see that there is smoke coming from the chimney within the abbey. And as you're kind of observing what's in front of you, you hear another noise. We hear ding, 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 ding.
So like a church bell?
Yes, you would see in the kind of there's a tower jutting out from the top of this first building of the abbey, and it's like a belfry with like a giant church bell in there, and you can't see like the inside of it per se, like you can't see if there's anybody inside of this tower, but you definitely see like the bell, at least like the top of the bell, and you can see it moving as it's getting rung.
Can I see if there's a rope going from the bell down below?
I would say from where you're standing and how far up this this bell is, you wouldn't be able to see that kind of detail. You guys are still trailing behind a bit, by the way, but you definitely would have heard the gate and also the bell. The bell's much louder than the gate was. You would assume that even the people down in the village probably heard it.
Is there anyone in the courtyard or anything?
You don't...
Or in the towers?
Yeah, you don't see... Actually, you know, you could give me a perception check. Yeah, you don't see anything. Again, with the way the tower's situated with the bell, you can't tell if anybody's in there or if a rope's being pulled or how that's really working. And you don't see anybody in the immediate road. And the way this is kind of laid out, what you can see is that there's a road that goes down here, right? And then it kind of goes in here, and there's a wall of sorts here. So you would assume in character that this is probably a courtyard or some sort, as you don't see a building behind it. You just see a wall, a taller wall than the one on the exterior here. But you don't see any figures standing about.
Is there a door in the front, underneath the chimney?
No, you see no doors on this side. You see a door over here by this wall in the distance. You can just barely see that there's a door here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk that way.
I'm gonna follow her.
I'm gonna run, little short man.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
kind of far. You could take some dashes as you try and run to catch up. You hear the bell and you run to catch up with Alira. Alira gets a good head start though, so she's probably about here by the time you catch up around here, and you guys move up as well, probably about there.
Okay, I'm just gonna go push on this door. The door looks normal, like a normal door. It doesn't look like a, you know, like a big giant. Oh, what is it called with the castle things?
A door.
No, you don't get it. You don't
Like
get it.
the
Just a normal door.
knockers, the giant knockers that... Well, that sounds weird.
Huge tracts of land.
Ayo.
Huge
Nice knockers.
Yeah, huge knockers on the door. They feel like sandbags. No, there's...
I'm just gonna go knock.
Let's see here. This is a wall surrounding it. The interior wall that you're approaching is 15 foot high compared to the 5-foot wall on the exterior. You can see that this wall joins these two separate wings of the abbey. And as you approach this door, you hear some voices from behind.
Behind me or behind the door?
Behind the wall.
Okay.
And you hear...
Can I hear what they're saying?
Yeah, they're pretty loud actually. You can hear,
You're supposed to answer the door. No, my job's to escort them. You're supposed to greet them. I escort and you greet. We've been through this before. No, you have it backwards.
and you can just hear two people bickering and arguing over who greets and who escorts visitors.
I'm just gonna knock again.
And these figures open the door. And you see standing before you are two things. And you see that one is a small being, maybe like 5 feet tall. However, they are hunched over and they're like on their fists as well. And you can see that this is a person who resembles that of a dog almost. They have like an elongated snout on their face, and one wolf ear and one human ear, as well as gigantic dog legs for their legs and a tail.
What the fuck?
And they have.
Do I know what these things are?
You would say this is strikingly similar to Cyrus Bellevue, the butler, for lack of a better term, at Castle Ravenloft, who appeared to be an amalgamation of man and beast. And this person also has one human arm with gigantic biceps and another arm with kind of like claws almost at the end of it that look like a dog paw and a human hand kind of morphed together. And the other one is wearing a cloak over their head, but you can see their face, and they have a cat eye on one side and lizard scales covering the other half of their face, with a kind of small mane where a beard would normally be. And they have a lizard arm and a cat paw, again, gigantic, human-sized versions of those. They stand slightly taller, and they're standing upright, and they have tufts of fur, again, kind of sticking out from their hood.
You're making this very hard for Alira to be not rude.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You guys look real fucked up.
We are beautiful. The abbot has made us beautiful.
Somebody made you like this?
The abbot?
You guys are still back there, Maple. You guys haven't really caught up yet.
Yeah, turd boy. Stay back in your lane.
Hurry up, old man.
What brings you to the abbey? What business do you have?
Here to see the abbot. Isn't that why everyone comes here?
For what purpose, though?
I don't.
For
My
him to
friends
make
wanted to
us
see him.
beautiful.
What'd you say, Zaylen?
Said for him to make us beautiful.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course, we can take you to the abbot. He's over here. I will escort you. No, I'm the escort. Fine, we'll do it together. Follow us.
I'm gonna give a sly smile and a wink to Alira as I walk past her and into the door.
I'm also going to walk into the door.
Yeah.
I walk first.
They let both of you in there. And they'll see kind of the group of people behind. They'll say,
More visitors? Are they with you?
Yeah, those are our friends. Yeah, they're our friends.
No, we don't know them.
Well, which is it? Friends or strangers?
Don't let him in unless the big one gives me his sword.
The abbot will decide. Come.
and they'll usher all of you into the abbey, So let me just change up my map here.
I don't remember why we're here. I'm gonna be for real. I know it's not to be made beautiful.
It could be beautiful.
You guys
good.
are looking for Esmeralda, who is, again, Rudolph von Richten, legendary monster hunter. That's his mentee. And when you arrived here, well, in Madame Ava's Taraka reading, she said you would find her at the Abbey of St. Markovia. And when you arrived here and you talked to the burgomaster, he indicated that she had arrived several days prior, or somebody matching her description, appears to be a Vistani woman with a prosthetic leg, arrived here a few days ago, went up to the Abbey, and has not returned since.
And we know she's human.
Esmeralda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that she's Vistani. She's like one of those people that wears like the colorful clothes, and the people that threw you in jail for a night, Zalen.
Yeah, the people you stole from.
Wrongfully.
I don't think there's anything wrong about that.
I was wrongfully jailed.
As we bring us to the scene, everybody's kind of catching up now. Oh, I forgot to put Mikhail. So rude of me. As these two, what's called, they'll introduce themselves. They'll say,
My name's Otto, and I am the escorter.
and the other will say,
No, I'm the escorter, and my name is, Siegfried.
Okay.
Michael, do you know these guys?
he looks at you, with a pretty intense shock and fear in his eyes.
He says, I've never seen anything like these creatures in my life.
Promising.
We can never have a regular Tuesday.
As they will lead you over here, and they'll stand outside the doors, and they'll say,
The abbot is inside. He is expecting you.
Thanks.
How did he know we were coming?
The bells.
We
I'm
didn't
sorry,
ring
the
the bells.
bells.
The bell rang. That means somebody saw you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The abbot has answers. I escorted. I did my job. No, I escorted. I did my job.
I got
You've
it.
both
Don't
done a
care.
wonderful job.
Thank you.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna go in.
okay, let me, do I have pictures for these guys? Yeah, I do. So this is what Otto looks like.
What the fuck?
Normal. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Here's a shovel.
pretty cool.
And
So are you trying to give those of us who've watched Full Metal Alchemist PTSD?
I've never seen it, so maybe.
Edward.
Oh no.
And this is Siegfried.
Edward.
That's a crocodile.
Yeah, half lizard, half cat-ish.
It was the ugliest cat I've ever seen.
All right.
And then does everybody enter this main door that they're all kind of escorting you to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can, I'd like to examine that necklace or whatever that I stole off of Michael a while ago.
Yeah, we can say that you probably would have had some time to do that in the past. Basically, you open this locket and you see that it's a locket with a picture of a young man and a young woman that appear to be maybe 18, maybe even younger teenagers than that, that appear to be embracing each other. This is like a small, like there's no cameras here, but somebody with really detailed artwork was able to illustrate these two people that seem to be in love. And on the back of this picture, if you were to examine that and take it out, you would see where it says Mikhail and Carolyn, and it has a date about 40-something years ago.
You stole from this old, grieving, crippled man?
I'm gonna show it to her later and be like, yeah, look, he's a pervert.
What do you mean? That's him.
How do you know that?
It says his name right there.
It's him and his wife.
No, that could be some other people.
I'm so
And he's a
confused.
pervert, and these people are underage.
This conversation would have happened a long time ago, Zaylin. You would have. You can't just look at the locket as you're entering this room. So this would have happened a while ago, and I don't know if you would have had the opportunity to speak about it. So, you know, it's the
Fine.
locket.
I know he's a pervert.
And you now believe Mikhail to be a pervert that keeps pictures of teenagers that are in love in his locket for some reason. And
And I'm
as,
gonna wait by the door, and as he comes in, I want to bump into him again and put it back.
give me a sleight of hand.
What? That is not a 15 on my screen.
Yes. Yeah,
That's a
it
plus
is.
10.
5 on my screen.
It's a
Yeah,
plus 10.
You're able to reverse pickpocket
Damn.
because Mikhail is very
Unaware.
distracted. His mind is elsewhere. As you all enter this abbey, or part of the abbey, and you see standing before you, you see a young, handsome, blonde man with these like piercing yellow eyes with these black pupils kind of in the center of them. They almost look like orbs. And he's wearing this very, old, worn, brown cloak, something you would expect like a priest to wear something. However, it doesn't bear the resemblance of the Morning Lord. And this man turns around and he greets you all. And he says, "Hello, strangers. Welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia. Why do you seek out my guidance and my presence?"
I think there's a lot of questions.
I may have answers, should your questions warrant a response.
Who are you?
I've had many names. Most simply, I'm known as the Abbot. I tend to this lost abbey. I try to guide this village and this land into a new age, an age of peace and prosperity.
What were your other names?
They are long forgotten and unimportant.
What happened to these people out here? Why do they look like they've been experimented on?
Because they have been.
Alright.
They came to me with a plague, a disease that would see them gone from this world, and without the ability, or without the possession of souls, they would be lost to time eternal, rotting in the ground, never to have peace. But I made them greater. I gave them life extended. I gave them greater purpose, greater strength to carry out their purpose, loyalty, and the means to achieve peace for Barovia.
They're doormen.
Yes, they have simple tasks as of now, but a greater purpose awaits them in time.
What are you?
We've heard that you've been alive longer than residents have been alive here. How?
How does a river flow,
Oh,
or a
Oh,
tree
God.
grow? It is simply the nature of things.
I am an affront to nature, being that I was not a tree, but now resemble a tree. I don't think your answer is sufficient.
You are... And he closes his eyes for a second. And then he opens them back and stares at you, Maple. You are a corruption of what nature should be. You are an elf that was infused with the attributes of a tree through some sacrilegious ritual.
That is true.
Me and you are nothing alike.
Oh, that doesn't
That
seem
was
fair.
very nice.
That
Yeah.
felt rude. That felt rude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
that was
it-
rude, buddy.
It felt warranted.
No,
Does
not
the
warranted.
sword I'm holding have any sort of inference from what is happening here that it is
It's
relaying
flaccid.
to me?
Your sword, Jeff.
Acid?
Your sword is
Sorry.
what is giving you only what could be described as mixed feelings. It is giving
That is significantly less helpful than I was hoping for.
So,
it's giving you signals. It's giving you signals that something standing in front of you, or at least around you, is how... Let me read the description of your item real quick, so I can understand how smart your device is and how it can communicate these things.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Uh,
Does that anger you?
It
me
it communicates
being who I
by
am?
transmitting emotions. That's all it says. It does have reasonable stats as far as intelligence and particularly wisdom, but
Yeah, the emotions you feel the emotions of trust, safety, and also anger and fear. As if there's something of great benevolence and malevolence around you at this point.
Oh, yay, conflicting nature.
And Maple, to your
Wonderful.
question, the abbot will look at you and he'll say, "It does neither. I do not feel such strong emotions. I only see problems to be solved. Your corruption can be cured, if you allow me."
How? How?
I can make you whole again. In fact, I can make you better than you were, using the laws of nature, rather than whatever was used to create you. I can bring you
Will it hurt?
peace.
Nope. Alira's just gonna step in now. She's gonna step in front of Maple. And she's gonna say, "No, that's not necessary. No experimenting on my friend. It's all good. We're here looking for someone."
Are you looking for Esmeralda or
Yep,
Vasilka?
Esmeralda. I don't know who the other person is.
Oh, where are my manners? I must introduce. And you'll see that there's somebody sitting at the head of the table, kind of on the north end. And he will walk over, and it seems to be a woman in a, like a wedding gown with like the veil pulled over her head. And he will grab her by the hand and help her out of the chair and escort her to the front here. And he will turn her to the party and he'll say, "Allow me to introduce Vasilka. She is my latest creation." And he shows you
Oh, God.
this woman, if you could call it that, that appears to be a... You can see where there's kind of like fingers and even whole limbs, and her neckline all have sewing marks where they have been stitched together. And most notably, what you notice is that this thing has no face. It has a head,
What
it has
the
eyes, has teeth, but it has no face, no skin on it.
Mr. Abbott,
Yes.
what was wrong with this individual that required repair?
Well, this is something I've built from scratch, for a specific purpose. She will bring peace to this land.
Oh, what?
Mikhail, do you recognize any parts of this person? I'm just gonna whisper to him.
He cannot say anything. He's just shaking his head. And his eyes are like darts right now. He is so freaked out he can't speak or give you much information other than no, this does not look familiar.
When I hear him say that she will bring about peace to this land, does that, like, irk me in some way? Hearing that?
What do you...
Like, does that, like, is there any emotion given to me by the sword that is telling me that what he's saying there is backwards? Because it does not seem... The words he's saying and the creature he's displaying do not match.
Give me an insight check.
Where is it? There we go. 15.
It is telling you the sword believes that this abbot means what he says.
Okay.
But it still has that mixed feeling from earlier as the general sentiment, but that specific statement about bringing peace, it feels like it believes him.
Okay. I will continue to listen without judgment. Yet.
Perhaps you all come for the purpose of finding another, but perhaps it is fate that has brought you here. Maybe you can help bring peace to this land.
I don't think... What does peace to this land look like to you?
The end of Strahd's rule.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, we're listening. One ear closed, but we're listening.
This beautiful specimen you see in front of you is the key to it all.
Objective.
Debatable.
Strahd, for centuries, has been searching for his bride and foolishly believes that some lesser being, Tatiana of some sort, is the key to his end goal. But she is flawed. She is not the answer he is looking for. Instead, I created an alternative. Enter Vasilika. Strahd will marry her, he will have his wife, and the curse upon this land will finally be lifted. However, as you can see, there is one critical component missing from this creation.
The face.
Yes, observant bunch. You could make
Who is
very
the-
good servants of the realm.
I don't... No.
Whose face are you gonna use?
Yeah. Who's pretty?
I haven't
Did she
decided.
consent to this?
She quit consenting a long time ago to all things when her life ended.
Disgusting.
She, in fact, is not a single individual, but rather creation of many parts and pieces to get the exact specifications for the uniquely desired creature you see before you. As for the face, I aim to do something similar. However, the dead lack desirable faces. so I would need a face from the living. Perhaps one of you could volunteer. After all, you need no face. You can still eat.
You called me an
without a
abomination.
face. You can breathe and sleep. Live your life without a face. You would be giving
You
it
absolutely
to a cause.
cannot. You cannot.
You absolutely can.
The cause is the cause of a madman? No, thank you.
A madman?
Yeah?
Strahd is nothing to do with this equation as far as creating a basilica.
Yeah, you're crazy.
I don't think you understand what's happening here. I've been here for over a century, and I've uncovered the answers to bring peace to this land. It all resolves around Strahd and marrying somebody. Somebody fit
Doesn't he have
for
to
a
want to
ruler.
marry?
Well, given the right face, of course he'll want to marry Basilica.
No, he won't.
But she has stitch lines, and she doesn't look pretty.
The man has been chasing one specific woman across generations. What makes you think he will change his mind now?
Chasing that woman has gotten him nowhere. Strahd is a fool, yes, but even a fool can see that after a millennia of chasing a single woman who has no interest in him, is bound to lead nowhere. Instead, I offer an alternative. A woman created specifically for the purpose of being married to the Strahd von Zarevic that rules these lands. In doing so, this plane will open up, the souls trapped within will be free, and the soulless will be laid to rest.
And what makes you believe that this curse will be freed as soon as Strahd marries his
What does it
perfect
matter?
woman?
He's enslaved some woman.
Multiple.
No reasoning matters here. I don't give a fuck.
Wait,
I'm gonna fight him.
When we were in the town, we couldn't help but notice that all the graves had been robbed of their hosts. Is Basilica those people?
Oh my god.
Why, yes, of course.
You put
Why, like-
children in this? You're done, buddy. You're done. I actually want to roll for initiative.
You certainly can.
Oh god.
Hold on,
just
hold on,
to be
hold on,
clear,
hold on.
the children of Mikhail, they weren't like kids when they died. They were all older. So
Okay,
they're
that
not
makes
like
it
little
a
kids.
tiny bit better.
We're all someone's children.
I would like to look at Alira. Like, we both know what we gotta do, and then I'll look at the rest of the group and say, everyone, let's just step outside, and Alira and I can take care of this.
Huh?
Why?
Just step
How
outside,
are we just gonna take care of it?
and we're just gonna take care of it.
I'm gonna grab Mikhail and I'm gonna walk him to the door, I guess.
I'm assuming this guy's a vampire. He's probably like a high-leveled, not
bite
gonna be
you one
easy
time.
to defeat. I would rather the whole party not step outside.
I will take Mikhail to save him from any sort of death.
Okay, so Alira and Zalen, are you guys rolling initiative like you're about to attack?
I don't know. Maybe Alira's just done talking.
I think we should attack. There's kids in that thing.
They're not real kids. Apparently, they're adults.
Yeah, they're like
Adults are just old kids.
That is true.
valid. If someone's going to attack, I need initiative from anybody that's going to be in this abbey or part of this battle in any capacity, just so that we can get initiative order figured. If you are just keeping the conversation, then we can just carry on without the initiative. But it's up to you guys.
If you guys would rather we not fight, then Alira can just step out. because she's gonna get really mad and start saying stuff.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I mean, I'm not fully committed on immediately started combat, but if something happens, I will follow the lead of whoever does.
Okay.
I appear to have angered your friend. That was
Yeah.
not my intention.
Well, what was your intention?
People do seem to be rather sensitive when it comes to repurposing bodies.
Oh, they had no more use for their limbs, their appendages, their torsos, their
Yes,
heads.
but you didn't ask anyone. You just stole bodies.
How could I ask the dead if their souls are
No,
left
you
their
know
body?
what I'm trying to say, jackass.
I.
You didn't ask the family members.
Well, what would the family members need with these bodies? They just put them in the ground, left them to rot. I gave
Okay,
these
so
pieces
what
a
are you
better
trying to do?
purpose.
You're trying to get a face. How are you gonna get a face?
I haven't devised a plan for that yet. I just recently finished creating the rest of the body. It's just the face that's missing. Again, if you would like to donate your face, I think that would be an acceptable face to put on Basilica.
Strahd will hit whoever this fucker is. Isn't gonna fuck my face.
Do you think you're ugly? Young man, you're not that bad looking.
Guys, I can't kill him. He thinks I'm pretty.
Oh my
I think
god.
that's what I'd say, but I don't think that's what he said.
He said I was pretty.
Okay.
You
sure
disagree?
about that?
You don't think I'm pretty?
We're related, so it doesn't matter to me.
Could I do an Arcana
never
check to
proved
see if this is just an animated meat sack, or if there's like
Yeah, absolutely.
a soul in there or something? God, I have such a high, like, bonus for so many of these things, and my rolls are always just so shitty. So it never matters.
I would say even with the 9, maybe not all the details, but I would say you'd still be able to know that this is especially considering you guys just encountered I guess you could call it a cousin of this thing. This appears to be a flesh golem. Again, golems are just amalgamations of various elements or components. Previous it was a mud golem. This time it appears to be a flesh golem, so a golem made from the flesh of typically, humans or humanoids rather. And since it is a golem, that implies that it does not possess a soul or really any kind of sentience beyond its commands given to it by its creator.
The abbot or the no-face lady?
The
no-face
lady.
Okay.
The abbot, I would welcome. Let's call it Arcana or religion checks, but it will be a very high difficulty. It will be a difficulty of 25.
Whoever does it, I'm casting Bardic Inspiration on.
I'll have to kind of
My
Pepper,
religion
you're up.
has
Communicate.
+3, that's it.
I have a +5 to Arcana.
My religion's
that's-
+6.
Okay, yours is higher.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on her.
Okay.
Good luck, kid.
Okay.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at you.
Don't roll a 1. Damn it.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't know what the abbot is. It's very obvious that something's weird here. He's not really shying away from the fact that he's over a century old. But you don't know what exactly he is, just based on what you've observed so far.
Can I
Are
just
there
ask
any-
him?
Yeah, you could certainly try.
Sorry, Pepper. You can go ahead.
No, you're okay. I was just gonna ask if there were any like symbols decorating the walls or anything in this room.
In the room and around the abbey, you've seen, on your approach here, you saw some symbols of the Morning Lord, and you also see some, like, old, tattered banners. They're basically kind of torn up. It looks like maybe something like moths or something have chewed through them. It looks very, just old and worn, you know? The abbot himself, you do see a religious emblem that with an 18 you would be able to recognize this religious medallion he's wearing as a symbol of Eldath, which is the goddess of peace.
Interesting.
He is really creepy, but everything else outside of that seems to indicate that he's not actually that bad of a person.
Yeah, honestly, I just watched Obsession, so
No
It's a little
spoilers.
sensitive.
I haven't seen it yet.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna ask him, what are you? Can you tell me what you are? Why are you doing this? What's your background?
I'm an abbot. I was sent here
Oh.
to Barovia to rid it of its curse. The souls trapped here have remained so for quite a long time. The gods that these souls once worshipped yearn for them to be reunited. But they are trapped here by the mists, by the curse that plagues Strahd. By breaking the curse, the souls can be returned where they belong, and the soulless that wander this plane aimlessly will finally have rest once and for all.
No, I mean, tell me what species you are.
Why does it matter what species I am? All that
It matters quite a bit.
is my mission, and my mission is simple. Bring peace to Barovia.
Well, because you seem to have lived for a long time, and the only other people we know that have lived for a long time are vampires. So your species matters. Can you just tell us what you are?
Well, is vampire a species? Can a
It's not human.
human become a vampire? Does their species change because they are plagued by a curse?
Yeah. Their genetic makeup changes. Just like your boys out there. The lizard cat and dog moose or whatever it is. They're not human anymore. You changed their genetic makeup.
What I've done to my servants is far different than giving them a curse of vampirism. I've given
Well,
them
I
a
think you're
second
mincing
chance.
words. We're talking about genetic. What are you? What is your species? You're like dancing around the question.
I'm an abbot. You can
No. That's not a species.
give me a persuasion check. Again, difficulty. We'll go with 25 again.
Damn it.
Oh, cast another.
Oh my
bark.
god, a nat 20. Nat 20.
Oh, I didn't
What
even
the
get
fuck are you, bitch?
Good shit.
Fine. If you are that persistent, and you must know in order for us to continue this conversation and for you to find this face for me for Basilica, I'll have you know I am a Deva. And you, on a nat 20, you would already know what a Deva is. I would say definitely Pepper would probably know this as well, although you probably wouldn't know the full extent of the details here, Pepper, just because it's kind of obscure. But Alira, you would know in full detail instantly what a Deva is. A Deva is essentially an angel. They're very, very
shit.
rare. In fact, most people, except for the extremely religious, believe that they're kind of a mythical tale. And the lore behind Devas is that essentially at one point they were part of the deity that they belonged to. They were part of their body. If you're familiar with like the Adam and Eve story, and like Eve's made from like Adam's rib or something, it's a similar kind of belief here, where at one point these devas were part of the whole deity, and the deity basically breaks off a piece of themselves, and that piece becomes their own entity that does the bidding and the mission of that deity that they serve.
I'm so happy we did not fight him. Holy fuck.
Well, that begs me to ask the question: are you related to the Morning Lord?
No, I do not serve the Morning Lord. I was created from Eldath, the goddess of peace. My mission is to bring peace where it's thought impossible, where conflict ravages lands for times eternal, which brought me here to Barovia. Just one of the many domains of dread, and another stop for me to relay my mission, to achieve victory, so that Eldath's grace can be felt upon this land.
I shift from foot to foot. I'm uncomfortable because this does not align with my religion and my goddess that I serve.
Yeah, I would say Eldath, I wouldn't say is a direct conflict of yours, but certainly close. It's hard to have pain when there's peace.
Yeah, I don't like it. Makes me very uncomfortable.
Alright, well... we can maybe help you, but I'm not taking the face off of a living person.
I think you'd have to. It seems like he's very willing to do that himself.
I won't allow that to happen. I'm actually pretty good at messing with dead bodies if you want me to just, like, give her a face.
Yeah, if we were to use the face of a deceased, if that would bring you more peace with your decision, we could do so, but they must be fresh. The face is the most important thing when it comes to falling in love. It's the window to what's inside.
I thought it was your eyes, not your face.
It's all the same.
Not really.
Well, the other problem is it Strahd's already in love? Yes?
Yes, but I find a face beautiful enough to turn his attention away from Tatiana, or whatever name she goes by these days.
That's gonna happen, though.
Then his mind will be changed.
I don't think so. He's quite obsessed.
We shall see. Through Eldath, all things can be achieved.
Sure.
She will not abandon me in this land of turmoil. She will not allow Strahd to maintain his control over this land. If Basilica does not work, then I will create another even more beautiful, and another, and another, and another.
Pepper is uncomfortable and slowly stepping backwards towards the door.
Think on it, on my request, how you might solve it. I shall be doing the same. You mentioned you came here to see Esmeralda. She's upstairs in the library. She's been here for quite some time. She is a welcomed guest. Do her no harm.
Okay.
We wouldn't.
You are free to explore the castle. Do not mind any of my servants should they follow you around. They're only doing what I instruct them to do. And that is to keep the abbey in tip-top condition. And as he says that, a banner from the wall just falls down.
Well, you're doing a great job.
And unless there's any immediate topics of conversation for the abbot or anything you'd like to continue with him, I think we're at a good stopping point for the session.
Okay.
An interesting day.
A wild day.
Man, I really wanted to nuke that angel.
That would have been really terrible.
You would have been murdering.
No.
No,
You
we
would have been
would've.
murdered.
I was outside with Michael.
You'd
I can't
find a
wait
way.
for Zaylin to steal the sword from my hand.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm just trying to
house-
figure out a good time.
And I'm gonna laugh when you do it.
I have
Why?
a gun.
That's
Why is
where
it gonna
you laugh.
smite me?
Nope,
You smote.
it's not gonna do anything to you.
Smooted.
Don't do it.
You're taunting him. Now he's going to.
I'm going to.
Don't do it.
You know what? I walk up to Zaylin, I put the sword in his hand.
I take it and immediately try and turn it on.
It does absolutely nothing.
Oh, is there
You can hear,
is
like,
there
the
still a
clunking.
blade with it, or is it just
Nope,
nothing?
it's just a hilt. There is no blade.
Okay, I'm gonna look up at the sky and I'm gonna say, I believe in the Morning Lord.
Absolutely nothing happens. In fact, as you say that,
I'm throwing it
you
down the
feel
stairs.
a slow burning sensation in your hand.
I'm throwing it down the stairs.
It knows you're lying.
I pick up the hilt and turn it on.
You actually
What a
intercept it
backfire.
as he goes to throw it. You just raise a hand up and catch it. And as you catch it, the blade comes out.
I cast Fireball.
Mikhail dies.
Yeah!
No.
I knew I'd kill him.
For
I can
Mikhail's
protect
death.
my
Oh,
I
Yeah,
he
attack
actually might
Zaylin.
be happy though.
Damn.
Yes, true. Maybe.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
He'll
dog.
be with his kids.
Poor guy.
Don't touch the
He'll finally see
fucking
his
Lexapro,
family again.
bitch.
He had one like the bro.
Crazy.
If Mikhail dies, I am smiting whoever kills him.
All
I
right.
really need to turn invisibility
Hose,
back on.
should I tell them what this sword does, or should I keep it a secret?
No, dude, just keep it a secret. Like, it's gotta be whatever Jeff would do.
I'm kind of curious. I'm just reading it, and I see some things, honestly, like lore things that aren't necessarily canon for this interpretation. Just kind of like the default. So let's hold off on it until I go through and edit this and make it more accurate for our thing. I didn't know it came with this much background, to be honest.
There is a lot.
He's gonna
There's
have to
a
go
lot
in
of
there and
text included
delete
with this
some
weapon.
stuff.
But let's just say if I miss hitting something, there's a problem.
That's good.
Yeah, actually, I think this is fine. Honestly, this doesn't conflict with anything I had in mind. So
Is he overpowered now?
I have a weapon. that
He's
has
been
a
overpowered.
plus 11 to hit now.
Holy shit, dude. My daggers suck butt, dude.
That's why you have spells.
I know.
oh shit.
What'd you forget?
No, I modified your sword actually, Jeff.
Oh, did
Because
you?
yeah, it doesn't. You weren't attuned to it, which is why I didn't show the original value. So it's actually overpowered by 2. I manually added the +2 because I thought maybe it just wasn't a +2.
Oh
magic
no,
weapon after all.
it had a +2 on it already.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. It is slightly less overpowered, but still +9 to hit.
+9. Okay,
That's insane.
that's what it was before.
Well, Jeff does everything now, guys.
Yeah, I just put him front line. You take all the fights.
I'm gonna fight. Don't worry.
He's
They
gonna
have an
fight
army.
in the name of
I
the
have a
Morning Lord.
Jeff.
The bad
I was gonna say, he's
news.
gonna fight.
Bad news, Jeff, is that this is you're kind of double fucked because for people that don't like Strahd, you have a big glaring Strahd symbol on you. Kind of makes you a target, And
Yes.
for the other things that don't like the Morning Lord, you have a big glowing symbol of the Morning Lord.
I have very conflicting things on my person at the moment.
Well, no one will know to fight you or not, so people will normally just kind of stop, I guess.
The indecision will win.
Yeah.
That's tricky, honestly.
Okay, well, good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
Good night.
Good games.
Night.